we're doing it these days, as far as like listening together, is just like just counting down and pressing play on our like
You
program.
like
So
Spotify or whatever.
yeah. So because like that, I've just found to be just um, it's a lot easier for the computer.
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah, and that's also why I'm not like doing this live right now for guests, because like it was just my computer could barely handle it, and it just stressed me out more. I'm like, you know what? I want guests back, but I don't want all the stress.
Yeah,
So
that's fair.
yeah, we'll upload it tomorrow or something. I usually like edit it on Friday and put it out, and then I do the actual like audio later. But
Oh, okay. Well,
but yeah, do you have your music program open?
yeah, I can press play
Okay.
like at any
So,
second.
do you want to do 3, 2, 1, go, or 3, 2, 1?
I
What
say
do you?
3, 2, 1, click on go.
3, 2, 1, click. Okay. Okay. Yeah. That's perfect. All right. So let's do it then. I'm gonna do the 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1, click. Is it going? Hold on. Why is it not? Hold on. Sorry, it's not doing it.
Start it over. Start it over.
We gotta go
Yeah.
back to one. Okay, I'm just gonna I'll double click on the first track instead. I just tried to play the full album. All right, so 3, 2, 1,
Double
click.
click.
You're listening?
Yep.
All right, cool, cool.
I would like this album is like I don't know if you watched that YouTube video I sent.
I did watch the full thing. Yeah,
it's just such a good album.
yeah. Oh, sweet, they have the lyrics. We're using a title, and they don't always have the lyrics.
Yeah.
Hmm. I'm gonna show John a picture of this guy. I think he'll probably recognize him.
I recommend watching the YouTube version, like the live version,
Definitely, yeah.
because
This
like
guy.
he has it. It's like
You haven't seen this guy?
I don't think I have.
Oh, okay. He's
he's
usually like
set
playing in front of like a
a field.
grassy field or something, but he's always singing about like current events and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah. So like yeah, like the album, the live album video, whatever on YouTube, it's like him in a trailer, like a double wide, and
yeah,
it's like just I just like love the aesthetic of it, just like impoverished, like
yeah,
hick, but then the lyrics are not that. So
yeah. My friend who was watching it with me said he was Trailer Park Bob Dylan is what he called him,
yeah,
and I was like, yeah, it's pretty fair.
yeah,
But he's a real like Neil Young, Bob
Yeah,
Dylan vibe. Yeah,
I'm getting that.
yeah,
I like this line, like they're getting so lazy.
yeah,
Because I've been thinking
yeah.
that a lot.
yeah,
Just
It's like
like,
the masks are off, but they don't care. Like, you know what I mean? We
yeah.
all know it.
That's
It's
the
so
most
fucking
bizarre thing
obvious.
about what we're experiencing.
It's so dystopian.
Yeah,
Like it
we're living
reminds
in a
me of
dystopia,
yeah.
100%.
It reminds me of like Hunger Games and they're all like chipper online and stuff and then you're just like but you're like we're not supposed to respond to everything else. Like we're just
well,
supposed to like
Yeah,
it's like it really makes me think a lot of like 1984. Just
yeah.
the way Trump in particular, and all of them are getting pretty lazy about it now too. But like
Yeah.
Trump in particular, just will do and say one thing, and then a couple months later, we'll just be like, "I never did that. What are you
Oh
talking
yeah.
about? I didn't do that."
yeah,
And we're over here
Yeah.
like, "Dude,
Yeah.
receipt.
yeah.
You
Yeah,
right
yeah,
here,
yeah.
video." And you, that's
Yeah.
not me. I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't
That,
do that.
yeah, I never
But it's
said
not
that.
even
I
just
didn't do
that.
that.
It's like there's no accountability like
Yeah,
too on
Yeah.
top of
accountability
it.
is dissolved.
From the accountability party.
Yeah,
Actually.
yeah, right.
Like, holy
Yeah, it's
shit.
Yeah, we're literally at the point where like like drug addicts and child rapists are running our country.
Yeah. And
That's
it's
where
like
we currently are.
100%. And it's like and like that's the part that's so infuriating is like there's no semblance of justice
Yeah,
or like maybe we were bought into a lie like
yeah,
years like when we
Yeah,
were
the
kids that
lie's
like
over.
yeah,
yeah, exactly. It's like
They pulled the blinders from our eyes, and now
yeah,
we're like, oh, we're not even pretending to care anymore.
yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
that's our
I like
job to
this.
care
They're
because you just
basically
don't even
like
pretend
they're
anymore.
basically like, well, if you're gonna call us fascists, then we're just gonna become fascists. And
We're
it's
just
like,
gonna really
well, that
buy
doesn't
into
And
like
then
it.
we're gonna still tell
that
you, why are
doesn't
you
like
calling us fascists?
that doesn't like prove us wrong. That just means you were a fascist the whole time.
Exactly.
You know?
Well, then, like I said too, they're still saying, why are you calling us fascists? We're not fascists, even though we're
And they say it with a
doing this
smile and a
fascist
wink.
behaviors.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we'll
Yeah.
play that.
And I love that, like, son, you need Jesus. Needs guns
Yeah,
or gun. And it's
yeah,
like, it's just like, it's so crazy to me that, like, but it's not really, because if you think about like religious wars and
yeah,
everything, it's all been going on forever.
yeah,
But it's like, you're buying into this whole thing of like what it's supposed to be and then what it is. And it's just like,
yeah. It's like, it's patriarchy, it's colonialism,
yep.
it's all the bad is the worst isms. Like,
Yeah.
just, yeah,
Dude, the amount of videos I've been watching lately, like women being like, well, I just vote the same way as my husband, so I really don't need to vote.
yeah.
Like, we don't need to vote,
It's
or
sad.
like, we need proud alpha males leading us because they're more whatever towards it. And
Yeah,
I'm like, holy shit, shut the fuck up.
yeah.
Why
Yeah.
are you talking right now?
Oh, wait till we get the ice song, dude. That's got a lot of nice lyrics about
Yeah.
weak men that just
Yeah.
try to force themselves on everyone else.
Yeah.
That's actually like literally why I started working out recently. Is like I want to be physically ready, as far as mentally ready, if I have to face ice people. You know?
Honestly, I'm not, I get it. I've been working out on it. It's mostly because of that. In the
Yeah,
inevitable, like if there's an inevitability to all of
yeah,
this,
yeah.
honestly, like I've been
I
feeling the
yeah
same way.
yeah. It's dystopian, but like it's
Yeah.
like that's my literal motivation right now
Yeah. To be
for
as, oh, your screen's getting all,
yeah. The camera does that a little bit.
yeah. So, no, it's funny. I think, I mean,
You
it's
sell a
not
lot
funny.
of
I think it's
sins at
just like
Quick
the
Trip.
reality. People are like, how do I be more healthy? How do I be more physically strong? Like,
Yeah,
so,
yeah. Hold on.
Yeah, must go to Mars. You can go die on Mars. Yeah, I saw a great clip from Musk the other day. It was like, guys, would taxing me more really make you feel better at the end of the day?
hey, this is
Yes,
like
it would actually.
I
Is
feel
this a
like
trick
such a
question?
fucking idiot.
What?
What song are you on right now?
Oh, we're on track 3.
Yeah.
What time? Do you know the timestamp?
Oh, hold on. Let me shit. Fuck.
I'm so sorry. I had it on shuffle. Did not notice until just a second.
Oh, okay.
I was like,
Just a minute.
fuck's
I'm just
sake.
trying to. We got some technical difficulties on our end too. But let me press pause. So, what's the last track that you listened to?
Um, I listened to like it was in order, but then I noticed like a different song started playing in the album, and I was like,
Okay.
so I must have clicked on it by mistake. But if you do
Okay.
you want to restart Everything Must Die?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's do that.
Okay.
1 second. Let me get back to the. I'll fix our audio in a second, John.
I love like as like
I'll be right
saying
back.
a sentence and it's just like that
Oh,
casually.
yes.
Like Everything Must Die. That's the one right there.
Yep, yep. All right. Are you ready? Three, two, one.
Yep.
All right. Three, two, one, go. All right. Now I got to figure out what's going on with this chord. All right. I think I fixed it on
Cool.
our end. Sorry, the stuff that's happening you can't hear at all.
No, it's all good. I'm listening to my own thing, so
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Oh. Whew. Feedback.
God damn.
Need a new chord?
All right, we're good. I think. I just got to not move too much. So, okay, one thing about this album, I've seen a lot of it is just acoustic stuff. And
yeah.
that's the thing that I'm most impressed by is like he can do it with a full band and do it well.
This feels very Bob Dylan-y.
Yeah, right?
Very, very 60s folky.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah, your camera's really blurry. I wonder if you
Oh, you know
wiped your
what?
camera.
Hold on.
Like I wonder if there's like a smudge and it's causing it to like not focus.
Feedback.
Oh, you know what? All right.
What? Sorry.
All right, cool.
I like there's a lot of it sound to me and I'm not an expert. Like the guitar playing, like the electric on
Yeah.
this track too. There does seem to be like a lot of technical skill, especially the first song, Mask Off. There's a guitar solo
Yeah.
that's like so good.
Yeah, in the live version of the album, it's really the solos are really on point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, you can solo too. Damn, this guy is like a Neil Young, Bob Dylan
Yeah.
level potentially dude. Like,
Yeah. It's awesome because like the songs are really well written and they're politically driven and it's impassioned and it's just like it's his voice is definitely like there's room for it. You know what? I think there's sometimes like
mm-hmm,
songwriters or just performers or whatever they like I think sometimes they think that maybe they have to be something or they have to, they have to fit a certain mold. And
right?
he's just kind of I feel like throws a wrench into the fucking mix and is like, "No, I can do what I want and I can do it the way I
Yeah,
want to do it."
yeah. He's
And I can
creating his
talk
own
about the things I
mold.
want. Exactly. And it's like the same with
Yeah,
like you said earlier, you're like, you know, he made his way into mainstream the way he
yeah,
wanted to, which was he went viral and he,
Yeah.
he was got attention that way, and which is I think a lot of people are doing things that way now. Like,
Yeah.
filmmakers, same thing.
Yeah.
You make videos online, you get noticed, you kind of get more traction,
Yeah.
you get more like recognition, blah blah blah,
Yeah.
and it just opens doors for you that way.
It's
So
it's finally maybe starting
Well,
to happen
they're even
for like
starting to
internet
like
people.
yeah,
the studios are even starting to pick favorite actors and actresses from viral videos.
yeah. Same with
Like, you
like
know what I
direct,
mean? Like,
like Obsession, the director from Obsession. He was making all this sketch comedy online beforehand.
Yeah.
And is like just editing his own videos and like kind of Key and Peele style.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, he was able to get enough money to fund a cheaply made film and like smash success. Like, so
Yeah. Yeah. And Markiplier also had a movie that came out that like it didn't do as well as Obsession, but they were in the net positive.
what was it?
I forgot what it's called. I didn't watch it, but Markiplier is a streamer
Oh,
that plays a
okay.
lot of like horror video game type stuff.
Oh, okay.
And he also had a movie that was a feature film that came out in theaters this year and did pretty
Okay.
well. So
Okay.
like this is like the third kind of like purely indie internet artist that has risen to the occasion of like your
Oh, I know so
traditional
many.
artist, you know?
Like, there's so many, like, I don't know if you've watched the show Overcompensating.
No, I
Like Benny
haven't.
Drama, like I don't know his last name. I was watching his
Yeah.
sketch videos like years ago, and
Yeah.
it was the same thing. He was making videos online, and he has a podcast, and he wrote his own script. He pitched it, got like a like backing behind it,
Mm-hmm.
and he was able to be very wildly. And same like there's like I find a lot of people like that. Like Brittany Broski, like hers is like she just went viral from becoming a meme, and
Oh
then she
yeah, yeah.
like
She went really far with that.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And she's like interviewing like real
Yeah.
celebrities now. And
Yeah,
like
she's one that's like almost I think onto normal media, you know?
exactly. I think like
Yeah.
that's more common than people think. It's just you
Yeah.
can do it. It's just, you just have to actually become successful.
Well,
Like you have to get
well,
well,
noticed or
it's
whatever.
becoming the path now
yeah.
for normal people to get noticed.
Yeah,
You
but I
know,
think for a long time like traditional media wanted to silo those types of artists into like, oh, you're that, but you're like an internet version of that. You know,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
you're an
exactly.
they want
internet
to keep
Pigeonholed.
the lines
celebrity. You know what I
clean.
mean?
You
Yeah,
know,
they're like, we don't have you on network television, but like, you have the most successful internet show
Yeah.
oh,
or whatever. You know?
dude, actually, I can talk about a straight example of this.
Yeah.
There's this girl that I watch sometimes. Her name is Anna Akana,
Okay.
and she does she does a lot of these like real inspirational videos, especially for women, which talks about a lot of statistics.
Yeah.
And me and Steph, one of our favorite series is the 911 series, and we've been watching 911 Nashville,
Yeah.
and she is on the show as a love
Oh.
interest for one of the main characters, a lesbian love interest, no
Nice.
less.
Nice.
You
Very
know,
progressive for
and
911.
and well, yeah, and it's actually really crazy because the Nashville one's actually a little bit coded to be more
More progressive?
conservative,
Or more conservative.
even.
Oh, okay, okay.
Like 911 straight is progressive as fuck. That's in L.A.
Yeah.
and shit, you know.
Yeah.
But like this one's got like it's like a what do you call it? Soap
It gives me-
operas? They got like rich people
Mm-hmm.
like fighting,
Yeah.
and there's like on the low level there's like a man who married a woman but wound up having another child at the same time. Like they had a fight,
Damn, dude.
and he like got together with his ex and
Yeah.
accidentally had a kid. So he's got two kids the same age,
Nice.
and but he's married to the one mom. You know,
Yeah.
it's real.
But yeah,
It's
yeah,
real like
there's-
conservative like drama shit.
yeah,
but
but
yeah,
there are
and-
people that are rising to those roles. Yeah.
But yes, that was the point.
Yeah, yeah. I just
Yeah.
want to tie it up in a bow.
Right.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's the music. It's very country. You know.
Yeah,
It is.
right.
No, I
Right.
love it. I love that though, because it's like, I mean, I grew up in a rural, very conservative area
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
was
me too.
like on the border to the States. So there was a lot of people who had dual citizenship, and there was a lot of like,
Mm.
I don't know, like it just like drinking in a like a field and like
Yeah, that was
listening
my
to AC/DC
childhood.
vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like when I listen to this album, it's like it's like weirdly nostalgic,
Yeah.
but also progressive as fuck, and also like
Yeah.
political, and it's just like very kind of
Yeah.
like intertwining a lot of different things. So
Yeah.
It's kind of what happens when those kids that were in the field partying like that, listening to this country music, grew up and said, "I'm going to be progressive, though.
Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
going to believe in the crap that was actually taught to me
Well,
and
because
stand
there's
up
always, I
for
find like a lot of
it."
Yeah.
creative people like tend to have more empathy. You know what I mean? Like
Uh-huh.
just
Yeah,
because they're
it's
like,
pretty
so
important for
yeah,
like because creativity, like inevitably, like you do gotta collaborate generally
exactly. Yeah,
in
collab is
some
like so
way.
important.
Yeah, because otherwise your art is just sitting in your room wherever that is. You
Exactly.
need other people for it to be noticed. You know?
Yeah.
For it
Yeah,
to
And
mean
that's
something more
yeah,
than just to you.
yeah,
exactly. That's like that's where I'm at. Like one of the things I love is being around creative people too, because
yeah.
then you have like I took a sketch writing class recently, like with improv,
Oh,
and it
cool.
was we did a show, and it was like kind of intense and fun, and it's the first time I've like had to memorize lines for
Yeah,
things, and it was like every person I talked to, they're like it was actually really good, like, and it was like a really fun experience, but it's
nice.
like there's something very magical about being in a room with other creative thinkers and like
Yeah,
riffing off each other. And in this
yeah,
sense, it was comedy, but
yeah,
it was like it's something very like it's like it's almost like drug like addictive. Like
yeah,
you're like, man, I
yeah,
want more of this. I want to keep making things. I want to keep
yeah,
doing things because it's just like it's not
yeah.
because like it's because you can be so great but then someone else can say a line and add it in that just brings it over the edge. So it's like even if like it's not it's also removing it from just a solo art and showcasing it to other people, but it's also like fine tuning things and just like having fun with it.
Sorry, touchy chord.
Technical difficulties.
Yes. Oh man, what? So I was just gonna tag on to what you were saying earlier, though, about being drinking in fields or whatever. Like, I don't have that history,
Oh, really?
but
Where did you grow up?
I I grew up in like a city
Like a
area. You know
fancy
what I mean?
pants place?
Well, just like we had country places, but like you
Yeah.
didn't really hang out in the country so much unless you're like doing a roadie, smoking a bowl or something. But
Oops.
I was gonna
Always
say, even
need them back
though I don't
roads.
have that background, this makes me nostalgic for it. You
Oh,
know,
interesting. That's cool. I never
like
thought of that.
yeah, like you said that, I was like, yeah, no, I relate, even though like I don't.
Oh yeah. No, that's funny. That's like that's a cool like I was thinking about this a lot lately where it's like things that
I mean,
are very not singular experiences but are niche experiences. Like
Yeah,
for example, poverty. Like there's
yeah,
parts of being poor and growing up poor that only poor kids really get.
yeah,
And then it's like and then when
yeah.
you're like around people who didn't grow up that way, it's like there's a part of me that almost feels bad for them, which is stupid. But
No,
it's such a
that's
niche,
yeah,
it's
weird thing.
it's
I
not though, because
yeah,
it's you're feeling bad for the absence of knowledge
yeah,
and almost what you do get
yeah.
from that
Oh
kind of
yeah.
upbringing.
Well, yeah,
100%.
because they lack the most. The thing they lack, I think, the most is like just class consciousness. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
100%.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
Yes.
that
you've
like
never been treated poor
the
because you're
constant.
poor, and that shows kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which
yeah,
Yeah.
happens.
yeah.
I've
It's
Class consciousness,
I've been in.
absolutely. Also, just like I find there's a lot of like you navigating being like someone who isn't wealthy, you kind of have to figure out how to navigate different not in different kinds of rooms.
yeah.
Like you
Oh,
can be
absolutely.
you
Well,
have to
like
be able to like yeah.
I was poor.
They expect you to
I
adapt
was
to
like
their world.
poor
Yeah.
during the weekdays, and then went to my dad's house, and I was like thoroughly middle class at my dad's house.
Yeah.
So I lived like I always lived between those two
Between the two
worlds.
lines, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like I
So
can
you
I
get the
can
like
I can act like
middle class
ritzy
or
people in middle class, but I don't, and I hate it. I
yeah.
try, and but I can do it if I have to.
See,
Yeah, I
I
get
always
that.
grew up very middle class. I
Yeah,
lived on the farm too,
yeah, but you're
and the
middle
farm
class
had a
in
lot
the
of
in the
money.
country, which is like you still kind of get some of those experiences. I think.
I understand them, but I was always
Yeah.
surrounded by money.
Right.
Like
right.
the farm always like we were never rich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we're land rich. So the farm was land rich, but
Yeah, like you have it's all
we-
up in equity and things like that.
yeah,
There's
but
no,
like we were never rich, but we always had money. I always had money surrounding me when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I never really wanted
Yeah.
for much,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
And I always did. I always try to keep that in my head, especially because I would always say that like working in like food industry and stuff, especially low
yeah.
food industry,
Yeah.
really
Its
helped
own
open
thing.
my own eyes.
Yep.
Because then I would go hang out with the kids that I grew up, and even one of my best friends, who's a little bit more upper, who even was a little bit more upper middle class than like I ever was, and
Yeah.
kind of stayed there
Yeah.
even nowadays, you know, and like just listening to him and some of the things that he talks about, and I'm just like, oh, buddy,
Yeah.
none of that actually matters. That matters
Yeah.
to you, and
Yeah.
that's money, and I get it.
Yeah.
Keeps the country going, yada yada, but like.
Yeah. I get that.
None of that really matters to the people that are actually lower than what you conceive yourself to be at. You know,
Yeah. I mean, I find it's to me, I clock it if I notice people who put themselves on that kind of pedestal. I'm like, well, you've just lost like 20 demerit marks in my mind. Like on
Yeah.
genuinely. Like I don't give a shit
Yeah.
how much money you grew up with. How you
Yeah.
treat people is really where your value's at in my
yeah,
books.
Yeah.
absolutely.
And like the reality is like it doesn't it showcases so much about character flaws to me.
Yeah.
And it's just like something that like to me I'm like it's like people being rude to wait like you know think like those kinds of things. I'm like,
Yeah,
okay.
my dad does that sometimes, and I'm always like, Dad, dude, you cannot be doing that, man. Like,
Yeah.
my dad is definitely like the kind of quintessential middle class kind of,
Yeah.
you know, a little bit privileged, you know.
Dude, my mom.
But
I love.
you don't want to get between him and food.
Yeah. I mean, I think there's like a lot of people have rage if things aren't perfect when it comes to their food.
Yeah,
And I get it because it's like a sense of like a reward and an enjoyment. So there's like this sense of like, oh, I want it. I didn't get my sauce with my chicken nuggets. I'm gonna freak out about this.
dude.
Well, you know,
there
there's
was
that's the thing. There's like there's
Yeah.
things that are bitched about that shouldn't be bitched about at all.
yeah,
And those are the moments where like, and then there's things that kind of even should be bitched about or talked about, but like you just do it more on a human level than what your Karen ass wants to be at.
yeah,
You know,
Yeah.
because it's like I tell you, dude, like we've all sat on there. Me and Brad, I'm sure you have as well. Like sat on that other side where it's like you were yelling at me about barbecue sauce right now.
yeah. It's just
Yeah.
not.
I'm so sorry.
not
Here's
worth it.
5 of them. Can you go
Yeah.
about your day now? I'll
People
pay
get
for that.
irrationally
Like-
angry with that kind of thing. Like
Like-
it's I worked at McDonald's in high school. I've never seen people flip out like I did in that space.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
bar
absolutely.
none. It's like
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah,
Like Falbos, man. People want what they want, and they want it now. You know, like
Especially if it's like something that's always consistent. Like McDonald's is like you know what you're gonna get.
oh,
Like,
dude,
every
you know you're in for a shitty time when they like mention how much money they spent. Like at the beginning of their
Oh.
complaint, they're like,
Yeah, yeah,
"I
yeah,
spent
yeah.
$30, and like I expect
Oh,
this."
God.
You know,
yeah.
like anyone that brings up the money amount, the dollar amount,
Ugh.
yeah, it's just like, dude, you're expecting treatment because you spent money. Good for
Yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
thought that was capitalism in the first place. And when did the customer become God? You know.
That was Siddhartha, by the way. For future listeners, I
Oh,
haven't
yeah?
been doing a good job of saying what we're listening to, but I'll edit it. I love the production so much.
It's
And there's
good.
like the the keyboard player is great. Like it's almost like the band. Remember the band?
The
They-
band.
Yeah,
These
I
guys
think
give
they're
off
Canadian.
the band. They are
I think some-
Canadian.
yeah, a few of 'em,
Half
yeah.
of the members are Canadian.
Oh,
Half of them
okay.
are like American.
Yeah. Half of them
Okay.
are from
We
I think
claim
similar
anything that's
area
half.
as Jesse actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah,
That makes sense. It's like very
yeah.
similar sound.
That's the area's kind of thing. Yeah,
Okay.
it's like a
This gives
real blending of different early rock and
this
roll
song kind of gives
styles.
off some like Tom Petty
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I could
vibes
see
yeah.
a little
that. Yeah.
bit.
I think I wrote down the Cars actually in my notes. Yeah,
Yeah, I could
it
see that a
definitely
little,
is
but
that like
I
kind of classic
Petty,
rocky
yeah.
thing. That's the thing. I didn't know this type of thing could still be made in earnest. You know what I mean? Like
We're
it's
talking
like,
about
Oh,
football.
100%.
yeah,
I get it. I get it. Like it takes you, it's like nostalgic and it
yeah,
feels like it's from like the 70s, 60s and
yeah.
it's like
It's like
Feels like it's from
then
the
it's
'90s. Like
referencing
I,
vapes like
yeah, yeah, right. Yeah,
like
he mentions vapes, and you're like, oh, wait a minute, that's right. It's from today.
yeah, exactly. So, but I get it like because it does feel like I don't know, like there was like this is like the stupidest way to reference it, but like American Idol, for example, they'd have someone on who was like a straight up like country singer, and they're like, "Well, you have to
Yeah,
like bend to fit this mold that
right.
we've created,"
Yeah,
and then it's like this kind of thing. It's like it's very like specific sounding,
yeah.
but it's
Only
like
one guy
also
can do
like
this. You know?
yeah,
you know
but I also there's room for it. So
Yeah,
what's crazy is my friend Nick brought up one time like how both like shows like American Idol and like was that The Voice would
right. Yeah,
both be much more like legitimate shows if they would like write their own material.
right.
Like
yeah,
or be like come out with such a genuine voice and you didn't have artists who are like you have to fit this mold like
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
oh you sound like a real new talent like
There, yeah.
let's
The
mold that around
so I
what
think
we're
some people
doing.
call it the American Idolification of music,
Singing old
or at least
songs or
vocals.
something like that, you
yeah.
know.
There's some people do though. Like they'll be like, I actually chose to perform my own song tonight. It doesn't happen as often. And then
Right.
they'll even say that's a risk because like obviously a more popular song might get more votes because it's
Yeah,
familiar to people and
yeah,
things like that.
yeah,
But yeah, it's like discouraged in those like settings, I
yeah.
find.
Pretty much.
Definitely like makes me want to go on a road trip or something like
Yeah.
This would be a good road trip album.
yeah.
Very nice, very jumpy,
This one's
upbeat.
kind of
Yeah.
the Trump song a little bit. The one
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
more
Yeah.
specifically about him and
Specific, yeah.
the administration.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, he's talking about how we fucked up their whole crops thing in Mexico. I forgot exactly the details, but there was like a time, I think maybe during Reagan or something, that because of some meddling we were doing, we fucked up some agriculture.
Oh.
I think that's what he was referencing. Excuse me.
I know that there's like yeah. There like they've sprayed a lot of things on different crops that have like messed things up even just
Yeah. Well, plus
like
there's the
chemical
whole like, a company owns the like
yes, exactly. The
corn
seed
formula or
itself.
whatever.
Yeah.
Like it's
And it's
all
like genetically modified, so then it's like
yeah,
so removed from what it should be and all these things too.
yeah.
So
Yeah, and pretty much since the Epstein files have started dropping, I just kind of believe every conspiracy. Like at this point,
that's
like
the
why
thing
not? They're definitely
I've been
fucking with us in every way they possibly can.
that I've been thinking about the specific and there's like a line he has in one of his songs. I think it might be Mask Off. I can't remember, but it was like something about lazy and crazy. And it's
Okay,
like I realized like thinking about like 9/11 and just like
yeah,
thinking about just like okay, once you start seeing people in Gaza and you start interacting with them and then you're like, "Oh, we've been sold lies forever." And
yeah,
it's like we've been buying into it thinking
yeah,
that this was the right course of action. When
yeah,
we have no right being there, there's no reason.
yeah. That's part of my journey was like literally meeting Palestinian people
Yeah.
in the socialist circles I was in, and
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
oh, this is
Yeah.
this is wild what you're telling me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's and now I'm so glad that it's gotten onto the general public is starting
Well,
to
it's like
understand a little more.
like I mean,
But
I'm seeing people who were pro-Trump interviewers, like Tucker, what's his? I can't think of his first
Tucker
name.
Carlson,
Tucker Carl. Well, I can't think of his last name.
yeah, I
So
guess
Tucker,
he's a
he's
Democrat now.
okay. Well, I've heard him talking about how a couple years, like last year, he's like, I would be pro-Israel all the way, and he's like, I can't say that at all. And he was talking about Nuremberg trials, and it's like crazy to think
Yeah,
about how the rhetoric has changed, which is
yeah,
good. I'm
right,
glad
yeah,
because
yeah,
I'm glad I'm not ignorant to it anymore.
yes,
But it's like, it is like kind of in real time being like, so when are we going to pretend, like stop pretending? We're
yeah,
having the people who refuse to
yeah,
actually say the truth before. When are
yeah.
government officials going to say that too?
We're working on it. We're
I
working
mean,
on
it's not just you.
getting.
It's in our
Yeah, yeah.
country too.
We're
It's
working
not
on getting
just
all of the APAC like
yeah.
politicians out. You know what I mean? And we're doing a pretty good job so far. We've had a
I
few
it's
losses, but we've had more victories than losses, I think, in the last year or
yeah.
so.
It's good to see like just even like even the Kennedy Center, they
Yeah,
reinstated the name and like things like that. It's like
yeah.
okay, there's movement here.
Well, yeah, that's the biggest
fucking
thing
bull.
to remember about it, Trump and stuff is like it all only sticks if we let the fascism continue to fester.
Yeah,
You know, we have to rip it out at the root, and then prosecute and fucking hold these people accountable
absolutely.
immediately to the
Yeah.
fullest extent of the law.
Yeah. And it's
Oh, this
awesome
is
to
the
see
ice.
like
Oh no,
yeah,
this is red. Sorry.
red, yeah.
Next track I think is the ice one.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is about red,
Mm-hmm.
Like
Republicans
MAGA
and
and
MAGA
like
Red
hat
hats.
yeah.
Red
yeah,
hats. Yeah.
And then like even referencing Elon Musk with the what my
yeah.
friend likes that white powder makes his arm do
Arm do
weird
weird salutes.
salutes.
I was mimicking Elon Musk just
I
now
know. I
for
always like catch
future.
myself.
I
Yeah.
was sorry.
Because the
I
song just like
realized I was
hits
on
the
video.
Fucking
yeah, no,
trillionaire
no,
ass
you didn't mean it like that.
motherfucker.
I know what you meant because I also like
Yeah.
remember I had to, because it's literally
He's like,
like
he
yeah.
did it
He's such
twice,
a
you know.
oh so
More
annoying.
money
Worse.
than more money than everybody combined and God. And
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
right after coming off of just being able to mess with everything in government because he wasn't a real government employee. And he
Yeah.
had access to everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
The
right.
second
That's
track is a lot about that. We'll talk about it, but the Ballad of Big Balls is about the guy Big Balls. It was Elon's Doge guy or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Feels real defeatist. But we are turning. There
This
is
was
a
like
turning
this came out like a
point.
while back too. So
This
it's nice
track.
to see like yeah, like I think I referenced this the last time I was on your pod I like as one of my songs I was listening to.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, and because I was just like very like it was like especially at a time where it felt so defeatist and there wasn't anything to cling to, like I
Yeah.
liked that there's someone speaking out. Like it was like I don't know if it was around when Colbert was
Yeah.
axed or what, but it's like you just start to feel like what the fuck like where are we going with this? Like
Yeah.
so
Yeah. Then there was that fucking UFC fight.
If
I will forever be embarrassed by the UFC fight on the White House lawn.
I didn't
Oh,
even watch
that
it.
As an American,
Did you watch
I
it?
will forever be embarrassed
yeah,
that
it's
we checked off that box off of Idiocracy.
uh
Like
yeah.
we're just going down the line. We just need to start feeding electrolytes to plants, and then we're
Yeah.
there. We're
Honestly,
100%
yeah,
there.
like the parallels are a little staggering. It makes me like think about creating art and being mindful of the art one creates because I'm like, are we fucking manifesting shit by like making a movie about these kinds of things and then like allowing it to happen? You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Like there's a part of
there's
me
a
that like
good. I want to say
We've
Lindsay
always
Ellis
done
has a
that.
good video about this.
Just look
Where
at
it's like
shows about
the artist never, as an artist, you never have control over who picks that art up and what they
yeah.
think it means.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You like Fight Club.
Yeah, that's a
Um,
feminist like like
yeah,
because it was
that's
like
supposed to be.
and then it became
The
like incels like
Matrix,
yeah.
trans allegory stuff. It's like
Yeah.
no matter what, ignorant people are going to interpret it in the way they want to because it's like
Yeah.
part of their narcissism or
Yeah.
psychopathy or something.
Yeah.
Psychopathy.
Like, especially, growing up Christian, you see that all the time with
Yeah, it's like choosing
any other.
Bible
If any
verse.
Christian talks to the Christian next to him, they're gonna have a completely different ideas of what is what.
Well, yeah, exactly.
You know?
You can like bend
Conservative
things.
Christianism versus progressive Christianism. It's just fucking crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, Joey Nice. Here it is.
Oh, this is the Join Ice song. This is probably my favorite track.
It's good.
Like, this song actually is a good representation. Like, I promise you, there are going to be conservatives that hear this and don't get that it's a dig. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're
They'll, like,
at
yeah,
that.
they'll,
We're through the
they'll,
looking glass at this point.
yeah, you're right. It'll like suddenly be their theme song,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
like
Trump's going to
unauthorized.
retweet this. Like,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, no, that's exactly it.
Yeah.
Like it's like when
It's
he uses like like Trump would use like
yeah,
Springsteen
yeah.
songs and like use that his for his theme, and it's like no, he's actually fighting for everything you represent, fighting against it.
I saw a real heated debate once, and it was like a MAGA side, and then there was like a progressive side.
Like the 1 versus 20 stuff.
Yeah, but this was like the audience, like half was like the audience
Oh,
was
okay.
even split, and
Yeah.
there was an African American man sitting on the MAGA side, and one of the guys got up. The African American man on the other side gets up and goes, "I want to ask you a question. Like, when you talk about making America great again, and like what time period do you want to go back to
Yeah,
as an African American man
When exactly?
in America?
but
What
that's the thing.
time
It's like,
period do you want to step into a time portal and go back to?"
Yeah.
but I mean, like the people who are spouting off about that, they wouldn't mind going back to that time with like to me in my mind, that's how what I would assume that they would want
Yeah.
to go back to that.
Well, I mean, I think in his instance, he's talking about a black man talking to another black man.
Yes,
Oh,
correct.
sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I'm
But- yeah,
this
yeah.
is a
Whereas,
black
like, literally,
man,
it's like you can't
African
even
American
pretend.
talking to another
Yeah,
African.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know?
Oh, 100%. No, sorry. I was like
Yeah,
wondering.
yeah.
I was like, yeah,
No,
that's fair.
But yeah,
the white man
the
would
white-
want to go
they
back.
absolutely
I'm
are
not talking.
very serious.
Oh, yeah. No, that makes sense. I mean,
Two
yeah.
African American men, and the African American man is literally like, "What time period do you
Yeah.
want to go back? For whom
Yeah.
are these policies good for?"
Well,
sir?"
shit.
Well, that was-
I mean, that was one of Louis C.K.'s big bits was talking about how like you could not go back in time if you were anything but a white male in the past
Yeah.
like 300 or 400 years.
yeah,
100%.
Without being in
like
mortal
you-
danger.
Like there
Yeah.
there will be places on the planet that you cannot go to unless
Oh,
you're
last
like
track.
in the last like
Yeah.
300-400 years. Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
European in general, like
yeah,
Europeans have just been ruling since the Middle Ages.
yeah.
Middle Ages was kind of like our bad period. We got real weak then, and then we had the Renaissance, and we just kind of came back with a thunder after that. Colonialism.
Wait, is this the last track?
I don't know.
I can't remember.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
It's the last song. Track 11. Well, it's like Kanye West and things like that. It's yeah, like it's hard to fathom or like people who are trans or queer or anyone and being like, "Oh, I'm pro this." I'm like, but that doesn't. I'm like, are you doing this for attention? Like, I don't really understand where your
Yeah.
footing would be with that.
Dude,
Yeah.
I swear to God, with women, I watch women like who are really pro MAGA sometimes, and I'm just like listening to them in those 1 verse 20
Right,
things that
right,
I want,
right.
you know, like that
Oh,
that
yeah,
actual setting.
That was one of the most
And-
recent ones.
And I was just
Yeah.
like, I am just listening to these women, and I'm like,
Yeah.
They will take you backwards.
The
Like,
cognitive
so
dissonance.
far backwards, and you are just like accepting it. Can you please
Yeah.
stop? Like we don't need to go that far backwards. What are you doing? What are you just giving
they
up?
just actually referenced the 20v1 thing
Oh,
actually in this song.
that's really cool.
We were just talking about that. Against 20 Godless Fiends, I think it's a reference to when Jordan Peterson was on.
Oh, okay.
This is a
Yeah.
beautiful way to end the track and end the album.
Yeah.
This was a really good album.
Yeah, right?
I really did like this.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
This is very good.
I
I
was
was very surprised.
really blown away.
It's
'Cause
really good.
I did not know. Like, I knew that he could, like, approximate a Neil Young, Bob Dylan thing. I was like, he seems pretty good, but these are still just reels on Instagram.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
when I heard this album, I was like, oh, shit. Dude's got
Yeah.
the goods.
Dude's got some chops.
Got the chops,
Absolutely.
dude. Yeah.
It's solid, like a very
This
solid
is
album.
very solid.
Yes.
And it's very connected. This
a
is
lot-
actually a concept album.
Like,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't even mean for that.
No.
Yeah.
I
And
don't
there's
think he
probably,
meant it to be really.
I think there's probably one track that doesn't fully
Yeah.
connect, but,
The rest of them are all pretty.
we'll get to
like-
that at the end of the podcast.
I wouldn't call it no like S tier, but like
Yeah. Well, that's later.
what do
That's
they
later.
call
That's
that?
later.
Yeah.
Let's take a quick break then. If you're listening in the future, this is the break time, and I'm going to try to wipe the lens or something and see if I can get that camera
some
to
waiting music.
stop zooming in and
Get some
out.
hold music. Yeah.
Welcome everybody back to the Album Concept Hour. I am your host Brad LeBaron, as I always am, and we are joined here by John. What's going on, John?
I'm just chilling, man. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. Doing better now that we've listened to this album. Dude.
This album's kind of healing.
This album
a little
is
bit.
uplifting. I'm excited to talk about it. And we have one of our superstar guests, Danielle MacQuarrie, back on the podcast. Welcome, Danielle.
This summer,
Hey.
superstar guest.
Yes, guests are back, guys. Guests are back.
I told Trevor we're gonna get him back.
Yeah, we decided f all that live stuff. I'm just gonna record it and upload it again, so I don't have to deal with it. Because you know what, like when we first started doing like the live stuff, there was a lot of people doing like live podcast stuff, but I think now mostly it's edited. You know?
Yeah,
what I mean?
it's yeah.
Yeah, like sometimes we'll get someone that jumps into the stream and comments or something, but it's it is what it is. Thank you for coming on the podcast again and bringing such a great album. We'll talk about it, but it's Jesse Wells, Masks Off. Yes.
Very
Yes,
relevant,
Masks Off.
guys.
I keep forgetting if it's Masks On or Masks Off for the album title. It's Masks Off.
Mask off, motherfucker.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's so good. I can't wait to jump into it. But before we get into all that, let's we'll go around and find out what everyone's been listening to, and then I'll ask what's your kind of background is with Jesse Wells. As for me, Music League has been going good. We just finished up our for the playlist me and Dave are on. I'll give the report for me and Dave. Do you know what the Music League is, Danielle?
I feel like this sounds new, but I'm not sure if it's news
Yeah,
to me
I
or
forget.
not.
I always talk about it like everyone knows what it is. I should probably explain it more often. But we're part of this Music League thing where we do like 8 to 10 rounds where everyone submits a song for a prompt, and we make playlists and then vote on how well each person does the prompt for that. It makes really awesome playlists. It's really fun. We should really get you in
sounds
one
really
of
fun.
these.
Oh,
actually.
absolutely. I'd
Yeah.
be totally down for that.
Yeah, because like it's I'm in 2 leagues and I love them both. But we just finished the one with me and Dave we're in where we did all of the 7 deadly sins for each
Oh, neat.
round. And
Oh,
then,
cool.
Satan, God, and then man for the last 3 rounds. The last round for man I submitted Troglodyte. by Viagra Boys, and I got first
Niagara
place for that
Boys.
round. I think I got
Congrats.
seventh overall for that
Oh,
league
okay.
because I did join one round late, so I was a little behind.
Okay.
But yeah, it was a really great playlist though for everyone. Um, I think that yeah, I think it was a fun league. I'm really excited to get back into that one, and I think we're in between right now on the Hollywood Handbook Music League that I'm in. But
Okay.
yeah, that's going to be most of my music league talk. What about you, John? You been jamming on anything?
I've been jamming a lot of Goo Goo Dolls actually.
Ah, Goo
And, a
Dolls.
little nostalgia
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
rip for me.
We played some at my
Plus,
buddy's wedding.
plus there's this song they do called Broadway. There's a line in there that's just been hitting me hard. You know, like a young man sitting at the old man's bars, waiting on his turn to die. You know,
Oh
it's just,
yeah, that
I
line.
don't know.
Yeah,
It's been a hard line to
yeah,
think about
yeah,
these days.
yeah,
But,
man.
you know.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
it's tough stuff.
keep watching From.
Oh, I
It's
need
pretty
to.
great.
I really want to start that. I'm really.
Oh man. Like they filmed that here in Halifax.
Yeah.
But I've been waiting to get like background work for it. So I did background work for the Institute, which is
Okay,
like I don't anyway, it was fun
I've seen
for this
ads for the
to
Institute.
it's 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 okay. Like I watched the
Right.
first season. It was like
Yeah.
all of the budget is in the music for some reason.
Got to
But
put
it
it
was
somewhere, I guess.
yeah, but it was fun to
From's
be
good. We're getting another season.
Dude,
I've
yeah.
heard
If you
it's
get
good
background
and like
extra from, that's gonna be sick as
Gotta
hell.
know about the yellow.
yeah,
We'll do an exclusive interview with
the
you.
background
Yeah,
people.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
We'll do a
yeah.
from themed episode or
Yeah,
something.
absolutely. I haven't watched it, but it's like
I
there's like
yeah.
yeah.
I haven't seen
I've
it.
been
He's
hoping to get
he's
some,
seen
so
it. He's been plugging it a lot, and I really want to watch it.
Yeah.
But I don't know much about it except for it's Lost esque.
yeah. I don't
Yes,
like
correct.
honestly I
It
want to
is.
watch it, but I want to wait
I
until I get
don't.
it
Oh, there we're
on
getting
the
into
show.
some weird shit. We're getting into
Ooh,
some
okay.
weird shit, man.
Good, good, good. That's what I like to
I
hear.
think we got like one more
Yeah.
episode, and then we're like that's ooh.
Is that
But
the end? End?
no, there's
Okay.
got to be another
Okay,
season.
okay.
They got to explain some shit.
Okay, okay.
There's some
All
shit
right.
that is not explained yet.
There's shit that needs to be
Um,
explained.
I'm telling you.
Hey, maybe
Uh,
your background character will be part of
Solve
explaining
it.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Or be
Maybe.
one of the murders, maybe, or
Well, that'd be nice. I
you
usually
know.
it's non-speaking roles, like
Yeah,
just like
well,
someone in the bag.
someone,
So
someone, yeah, yeah. Someone like
Always
passed
need
out, or
someone to
someone
die
talking
for
at
the
the
no, I mean,
goddamn
bar. Or,
zombie
like I
people
said, I
walking
haven't watched the
around.
show at all. I've heard like it sounds interesting.
yeah,
I like literally know nothing about it, but
yeah.
they film it in this city and in this province.
That's
So
cool.
Well, hey,
yeah,
fans of Daniel MacQuarrie and the album Concept Hour, I want you to start a online petition. Get Danielle MacQuarrie in from. All right, it's in
I
your
haven't
backyard.
tried.
Online
Here, I haven't
petition.
tried. I'm just like
Online
this.
petition.
This doesn't
Maybe
like
this is
this
where it
isn't
begins.
this. Oh,
You know, maybe this is where
there's
the
just
campaign
like yeah,
begins.
maybe
You
like
know,
check out this person and their
yeah.
acting.
There,
But
because it's
like
right. You're right there. You know, like
I
it's
know, I
your
just
local.
yeah.
You know,
Person.
it's good.
Yeah, I
Um,
like I said, like I did like the institute and I signed up for like we were liars or whatever. I don't think I
Okay.
didn't get called in for that one, but I'll have to check for from because I know they're doing a lot this summer
Yeah.
for stuff, like a lot of
Yeah.
shooting. So
well, yeah,
I'd like to
season
get in
five.
some of that.
Season five coming.
Yeah.
God
That's
damn.
that's so cool. I'm always so jealous that you have that stuff going on and like right nearby.
It's weird because like I don't think people would know unless you're here, but it's
Right,
like
right.
it's a
Yeah.
hub like for that stuff. So
Yeah, yeah. There's
That's
random
really
cities that are
cool.
like, oh yeah, a lot of shooting happens here.
yeah,
Like
exactly.
yeah, like Vancouver. Not everyone knows that's like another place where a lot of big productions go. Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yeah,
Like the big films and stuff like that.
yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, have you been jamming on anything in particular, or just a lot of Jesse Wells?
Jesse Wells, absolutely.
Yeah.
Olivia Rodrigo. I can never,
Rodrigo.
yeah, I can
Oh,
never say her
she
name.
have a new album out right now, right?
Absolutely, yeah, it's
Right.
pretty good.
She's
And
really
then
killing it.
yeah, and there's this woman from Cape Breton, which is part of Nova Scotia geographically. Like
Yeah,
it's like on the eastern end. Her name
yeah,
is Goldie Bootlier, and there's this song called "The Angel" and "The Saint." Like all of
Angel
her
and
music is
Saint.
so. It's like the production values
Yeah.
are like are so good, and like she's been on
Yes.
like like I've seen her like online, like she's got a lot of views
Yeah.
on YouTube and stuff like that, but her name is Goldie Bootleer
Yeah.
and she's phenomenal. So,
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna have to check that out.
yeah.
That I think transitions nicely into who we're talking about today. Like Jesse Wells is someone that is from, famous from like Instagram Reels and like probably TikTok, I'm sure. For playing in a very old school, folksy fashion and in like the tradition of folk, which is like to, speak truth to power, which is like something that
Yeah.
like Bob Dylan did a great job of, but he even didn't do as good of a job as like Woody Guthrie. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
As far as like speaking like truth to power, and this is like really returning to that like Woody Guthrie kind of thing. Yeah, it's like one of these few new instances of people that are famous from doing short form content and like are actually taking it to the next level and like this is something that could be on like the Billboard Top 40 or whatever, not that that matters.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But like, he's actually made a full album that is like, contends with the best of them. You know what I mean?
Oh,
So,
absolutely.
Absolutely.
yeah, it's cool to see.
I was not expecting that when
yeah.
we came into this, by the way.
Yeah, yeah.
This is
I wasn't either. I
this
think
is really
that's-
80-90%
Yeah.
connected very well.
I'm sure that he
Very
was
well.
probably pretty aware of that, because everyone's, kind of used to, just him with
Well-
his acoustic guitar playing in front of like an open field of some kind, you know what I mean, or a forest
What's
area.
cool is he gets to do different forms of music
Yeah,
and even different songs, but because of the current climate, they are all related because it's all about the same.
well, yeah, it's all
thing.
very like that's like
You know?
the like his main talent is like he's able to write these very relevant folk songs very
They're
quickly for this new kind of world that we're living in.
Serious.
And it just seems to flow out of him, and he's got a good, he's good at lyrics. He's good at. We're gonna be singing a lot of praises of this guy, I think today. We're enamored right now.
Yeah.
But
It was good.
yeah,
I was surprised.
and I'm just excited because it's fresh. It just came out.
I know.
Yeah. So so when did Jesse Wells get on your radar, Danielle?
I like definitely like last year, but it's not been that long. Like I was
Right,
kind of
right.
shocked because I went on YouTube and I noticed, and I didn't realize the album was released like this. I think it was like the same day. And it's
Yeah,
like, but I've heard a lot of like a lot of the songs on the album I've heard like on TikTok, like TikTok on Reels and
right.
things like that.
Yeah,
So like obviously Red and the Ice song, and there's a few others that
yes,
like I when I was listening to the album I was already familiar with.
yeah, yeah,
But it's to me it's just like it's kind of exciting to see someone that you've seen online and then you see like they have a fully fleshed out good album within a
yeah. With
year of like
production and
yeah,
a full band that they're all like tight, like
exactly.
yeah,
And it was
yeah,
like like watched the like as I told you like I messaged you about it originally the trailer park
yeah,
visual of like
yeah,
that like live album like
yeah,
which I wasn't expecting and I fucking loved it because it was just
yeah,
like it kind of like leans into the like the audio aesthetic essentially
yeah,
like I mentioned earlier about like growing up like in a small rural community and like drinking in a field and listening to AC/DC.
yeah,
It kind of conjures up that kind of feeling,
yeah,
and it just like it was so perfect to set for that full album like performance. And so
yeah,
anyway, I think it's just like I'm just pumped about it. Like it's like I
yeah,
haven't been this like excited about an album in a while
yeah.
where there's just something to it. Like and not to say like, you know, like Olivia Rodrigo's album just came out. It's not that but it's just a different
It's a different
especially
thing.
yeah,
It's
exactly.
the tradition of like folk is such an important part of especially American culture, like that's like what like built a lot of our music, what it stemmed from those old tunes that would just play it over and over again, and everyone had their own rendition, and eventually people recorded them and put them down, and a name was put to the song or whatever, you know what I mean?
That was like
Exactly.
the whole first
But
generation.
Yeah, right.
of
Exactly.
like rock music in
And
particular
it's
and
like
blues.
one of those artists, but like just popping up in the digital age. And it's fun to
Yeah.
see
Still
how
happens.
different it is, but also still representing some of the important things
Yeah,
for
and I
the
think too is like you got to think if this guy just stuck to singing in bars,
yeah
I don't think we would have heard of him. You know what I mean? Like, and
right
and he went about it in a very like direct way,
yeah
and he got his
yeah
message out so clearly, and it just yeah, it worked for him. So good for
yeah
him.
yeah. Like the first time I saw him, like, damn, this is like a very above average Instagram reel. Like I'm like hell yeah, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Because there's plenty of like music Instagram people, but like a lot of times like it's like they got like a shtick or whatever that they're like
yeah,
kind of sticking to, which like like you might have been able to say that he was doing until this album came out. I think you know what I mean.
yeah,
Like, but now you cannot discount that he is maybe a generational act.
yeah. Because I think
So
like because of like how good not just the production value, but
the
like
songwriting.
the songwriting, but like instrumentation. I feel like
Hmm.
he's someone who, like you mentioned, like one of the songs earlier, and like I don't
Yeah.
know if I should wait, but it's like sounds like Tom Petty, and it's like I feel
Oh
like he's
yeah.
someone
Oh
who could
yeah.
write different genres and
Yeah.
wouldn't be like pigeonholed to
Yeah.
specifically sounding like this all the time if he didn't want to.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah. And
gonna
I
do
think
what he needs to do.
I think
Yeah,
that there's
exactly.
a lot of good songs in the future from him.
Yeah,
We should play that
But
first
yeah, I was
track.
about to say
yeah.
let's get into it. This album did just come out like last month,
Just
and the
drop
visual
last
No,
the
this
month.
month, June
um
12th.
well I
Ooh.
think didn't the album itself drop a little earlier than the video?
No, I thought it did too, or maybe I'm wrong, but when I go on Spotify, it says like June 12th is the release date
Okay, okay.
for the
Yeah, because it
album
it doesn't have a Wikipedia page yet, which is a shame. It
because it's
should.
so soon, like recent.
Yeah,
Yeah, it says
I
June
want to
12th,
see.
2026.
Yeah, I couldn't get like a good detailed list of like the personnel for the album. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
I see. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Because I wanted to.
It's
I
that it's
wanted
that
to.
fresh, baby. It's that fresh.
It's that fresh. It's true.
I couldn't find no Wikipedia
Yeah.
page.
Yeah, yeah. Like, and it deserves one. It's
Yeah,
worthy of
yeah,
one.
yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But yeah, this first track though is "Masks Off."
Masks
If you
off,
don't
gloves
know
off, motherfucker.
about his political leanings, you will shortly. Here's a little bit of "Masks Off."
They think you're so damn stupid. They think you're so damn crazy. Killing people from a distance in an instant at the insistence of a president with a blackmail gun to his head for the fun that he had in the dark ages. Pages and pages and pages and pages. They thought they'd get away with it. The minimum wage is outraged with it. Gonna burn someone at the stake for a fruit of the doom. Oranges and grapes. Hold on to your vapes, kids. Icicles and alligators and blood traders and purveyors.
God
Uh,
damn, dude,
So
bars.
good.
Almost rapping the way he fits all
Oh,
the
100%.
lyrics in
Yes,
so
yes.
quick. Like wow.
That was the big thing that I pulled from this track. Is like I'm like, it's so cool to hear like someone returning to folk post rap hip hop
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
because like syncopation and like just more
He
rhythm
learned.
rhythm in how you're saying the words that you're saying has like has advanced since
Yeah.
It's
since Bob
adapted.
Dylan and
It's clobbed in.
yeah, that's
It
what I love
feels
about
very
all rock
gender.
music past rap and hip hop. I think has benefited from that.
Yeah,
You know,
and it's very gender blending and gender or not gender genre blending,
genre,
Very
genre
yes, different kind of
bending.
genre,
Yeah, yeah.
gender bending.
But just I'm gonna have to unplug my headphones because
That's okay.
if with the sound, I find like having headphones in, it makes it hard to hear myself properly.
Right,
But
that's okay.
yeah, like I just the genre bending and blending, and it sounds like back to me a little bit. Like I'm thinking of like Loser, like like,
Mm.
it's
It's
very
that
like spoken
'90s
word,
like
like.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, I can hear that. Yeah, yeah.
And just
Um,
like yeah, I find I repeat the lyrics a lot. Like this song in particular,
yeah,
even just the delivery of the pages and pages and pages. Like there's just
yeah.
something
You
Oh
so
my
feel
like
god.
that. You
Yeah.
fucking feel that as like just a citizen of this
Because
world.
I actually love the line right before it. He had
Yeah.
this because he had his fun in the Dark Ages.
The Dark
and now there's
Ages.
pages and pages and pages and
Yeah.
pages and pages of it.
Yeah.
And he can't deal with it.
Yeah, yeah. It's like we all know what he's talking about. You know what I mean? He doesn't even have to be more specific than that.
That is very
Yeah,
linear
sure.
lines
Yeah,
about
Yeah.
something.
yeah, yeah. It's such a great opening for the album. This is also he calls out. He says, "Hey Bill, hey Billy, Sarah, Tom, and Mike." Those
Yeah.
are different Arkansas politicians.
Yeah.
Wow, specific.
Bill
Billy.
Bill Clinton.
Oh yeah, that's who I was picturing, and like Sarah.
Yeah. Sarah Huckabee Sanders.
That's Bubba for you.
Mike Huckabee Sanders. Former governor and current ambassador to Israel.
Dude.
Fancy that.
Uh,
And Tom Cotton,
I'm
current
telling
senator.
you, I got a friend that has a long-standing theory that they just all had a nice little orgy together, and that's why they don't talk about each other that way.
Well, yeah, I mean,
They all
that's
got
pretty
somebody's
much,
got the footage somewhere.
Well, yeah, that's become pretty clear at this point. I don't even think that's like controversy
Yeah.
at this point. It's like, yeah, we got tapes of all of them somewhere, I guess.
Licking each other's balls somewhere.
Yeah, whatever they do.
Yeah.
But yeah, it like he's so good
Yeah.
at calling out the hypocrisy of everything, just really just in this one, he's really kind of getting to a lot of it at once. He's kind of laying out his good first track is always, I think, laying out your kind of mission statement, you know, and this is
a mission
definitely
statement.
a good mission statement. And what was I gonna? I feel like I had a point that I was gonna bring up.
Well, even just
Right.
like I like the title, like
Yeah.
Master Off, like it has like different
Oh
connotations.
yeah,
Like even just like as a title track, like revealing something right off the bat, and
Yeah.
it does like it's like very punchy. Like I just found like
Yeah.
it's just like so good, and yeah, it's a great way to like kind of catapult things, you know.
yeah, and it's something that like is a timely thing to say. Like if you've been paying attention at all, like exactly what Masks Off refers to.
Yeah,
Because yeah, like they are just kind of blatantly just thrown in our faces that they're evil people, they're in control, and they don't give a shit what you think about it.
yeah,
know?
and it's like there's been this like kind of there's been this sense of like we don't have to follow decorum, or like we don't have
Yeah.
to like listen to the laws anymore. But then like it's nice to see that that's not a perpetual forever kind of thing, and things have been changing, and it's been kind of
Mhm.
being
Yeah.
people are being held accountable. It's just taking longer than people would like.
Yeah, yeah. Like this is like part of the reason like Neil Young and stuff was so activated to sing about some of the stuff he's saying about is I'm blanking on the college shooting
Oh.
by the National Guard.
God.
You know what I mean? Like he was also activated
Not
by
Missouri.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I know what you're talking about.
authoritarian pushes
It's
happening
actually
in his
it's
time,
actually a,
you know?
a Neely Stills and
Yeah. It's a
Young
famous.
song,
We've talked about it many
but
times
it's
on this.
not,
I'm just
but,
blanking
like,
on it.
yeah.
But yeah, he's
what is
he's
that
reacting to the time he exists in, which is why it feels so fresh and so refreshing. It's very much yeah, I don't know. There's like
giving clarity.
there's a lot of like artists
lot
that
of
talk about this
things.
stuff, but not as directly
As
and
they
as
should be.
cleverly, So yeah,
No,
yeah,
this
he's-
deserves a lot of attention. This
Yeah,
should get
yeah.
more attention.
Yeah, and the fact that it's a newer artist, it's just it all is clicking for us, yeah, all the chorus here, all the masks are off and they don't even try. They know that that they know, and they don't even mind if they don't even mind it. All the masks are off and they're getting lazy. They think you're so damn stupid. They think you're so damn crazy.
Yeah.
Like we're essentially being gaslit as a people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah. But
That's the media's job.
yeah, this next track we got for you
Fucking
guys.
keep gaslighting us no matter what.
Yeah, speaking
No
of
matter which way you
these
go.
fucking cronies, we got the Ballad of Big Balls.
Oh.
The techno billionaire goblin was about KO'd out, but he left behind big balls, like some vestigial tail. And the balls went to town, and they got beat all to hell. Some days the dojin is easy, some days the dojin is hard. When the dojin don't work, you'd better call in the guard. The citrus Caesar and the Telian prince were throwing it all at the wall.
See, that's the kind of shit that I love. Okay, because like he's doing the kind of shit that they did back in like classic rock, where like they were,
Dude,
you know,
this is from the 80s, man.
Well, like
There ain't
it's
no
like
look, you
I'm
know,
thinking
man,
of.
well,
there's that.
Right.
Well, there's that too, the sound. But I'm just talking about how he's using like the terminology,
Right.
like the, not tangerine. He didn't use tangerine. He used the citrus.
Citrus, Caesar.
Oh,
Says
yeah.
Caesar, and the Telian prince or something, and like that's the thing. Like like thinking of like maybe like in the Court of the Crimson King, and some of those kind of earlier bands were like they were kind of talking about the the chains of power, but in these kind of fantastical ways where they say kings and queens and jesters and whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, I see just a little bit of a through line with his songwriting.
I think too is like with what's been going on in the world, it does feel very like I mean, that we talk about history repeating itself and we talk about like revolutionary kind of moments throughout like time. And
Yeah.
it's hard not to start to, think about certain characters that exist in this like current climate and start kind of visualizing them as like historic figures. Like so
Right.
it's like using that kind of
Yeah.
like terminology and things like that and like thinking about rulers who are dictators and things that like it's you start to kind of I think that I mean that's kind of what I was thinking like when I was
Yeah.
like hearing this lyric is just like thinking about like even like the analogy of like the like what is it called, the emperor with no clothes. And sometimes
Right.
like
Yeah.
hearing Trump and everyone's like, oh, it's like there was recently with that pool like outside of Washington.
The
The
pool
Oh,
shit
the
is so
goddamn
fucking
reflecting
dumb,
pool.
dude.
The
Oh,
gash in the
God.
reflecting pool. That's
it's
why
like-
people are pulling out the paint that totally
It's
didn't
so
come up because
fucking
of all
ridiculous.
the chemicals they put in, because of
What is
all the green Mountain Dew algae.
Yeah.
It's
I
in.
saw this. Oh, sorry. I saw this guy from like, was it CNN? And he was like, "Oh, the liberals will tell you it's a green pool, but I can tell you it's not." And it's like, they're like just constantly just lying and gaslighting. Like you said.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't
It's
get
just-
it.
I know there's a lot of that too. It's just like there's
It's
more of
so
it than there
frustrating.
should be, and it's
Yeah.
like,
They're just lying
The
to our
analogy,
faces.
the analogy I was giving
Yeah,
was
yeah.
like it's like they got punched in the face, and then they're like, "Why did you punch me in the face?" You know, like they keep punching themselves in the face. They're like, "Why are you punching me in the
Yeah,
face?"
oh, yeah.
You
I
know?
get ya.
You're punching yourself in the face. Stop punching me in the face.
And then they just
Yeah.
keep, it's just like that's the world they're living in now.
Oh my
you know?
god.
And people are getting fucking arrested, and they put a gate around it and shit. It's just so embarrassing to be an American right now.
It's what sucks though is that we're getting all this positive attention because of the World Cup, because all these Europeans are visiting and
We're
they're
getting
like,
attention.
"Oh my god,
Yeah.
it's great." They're eating all of our food and they're becoming addicted to all the things that they don't.
Well, but also there's
There's people that have given Taco Bell a 10, guys.
There's people that are that are under a certain or darker than a certain shade that have been giving really awful treatment and been like,
Yes, of course.
all right, you'll be flown into the game and then flown out after the game,
Wow.
that kind of shit. So
That's-
yeah, just a real awful place we have created here.
Yeah. That's
Um,
really sad.
But this is a good line
That's
here.
the shit I was scared of. Like we're getting all this positive attention,
Yeah.
but they're not really seeing what's going on. But publicly, we're just being nice right now because of all this cup attention.
Yeah.
But like, we're still doing dumb shit.
Yeah. Let's see. Let me just read this part. Now I was rolling my eyes just like a Rolling Stone when Uncle Huckabee called me on the telephone. He said, "I'm raising money up for people in need. I said, of course, Uncle Huck. That strip is starving indeed. He said, the Lord's at work here, boy. The job ain't done, son. You need Jesus, and Jesus needs guns.
Mhm.
Yeah, I love the way that like he talks about like Christianity like in a way that I often do, which
Yeah.
is like I'm a pastor's kid, so I'm extremely familiar with it. I've done plenty of my own research. I know the stories, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so knowing what, Jesus' actual intentions were generally as far as peace and, loving your neighbors,
Welfare
you
for
know,
all.
he was a very socialist guy. Whenever I hear people like misrepresenting stuff like in Jesus's name or God, God's name, it is extremely frustrating because I'm like, you're not doing it in their name. You are doing it in your own name. You are,
That's something
You're blasphemously using their
yeah,
name.
like,
You know what I
Actually.
think too is like
Yeah.
we're talking about like quoting of scripture,
mhm.
and the idea of like how people say it's like blasphemous to say "Oh my God,"
Yeah.
or like there's a
Yeah.
suggestion that you
Yeah.
can't say that. I feel like there's a misinterpretation because I feel like what blasphemy would be is
Is
like
this, right?
Yes.
this is
Yes.
blasphemy, saying this is
Yes.
what
What we were
God's
just talking about.
saying,
Yeah.
and then using it to for hate speech
Yep.
and using it to condemn people or like whatever.
To justify condemning people.
Yeah, and it's like to me
Actually.
that is like I just like think about that so much like that like
That's
that,
misconstrued message
Well,
if
yeah,
I've ever
it's
seen it.
and it's like I really think back to like when I was more in the when I was in the faith and I was going to church and stuff of like why it was always so confusing, because
oh my God.
I would read something and then a guy would tell me something just slightly different, slightly off. I'd be like, huh, I guess that's what that means.
Dude.
Yeah.
And then you read it like later as like a put together person or whatever, and you're like, oh yeah, using the Lord's name in vain would mean like saying you're doing something in His name, but you're not. It's
Yeah.
not just God
It's
didn't
not
just
saying, oh my God.
yeah, God didn't just throw down a bunch of swear words and say don't use these words. That's not
Mhm.
that's just the very like dumb like PC culture stuff that they claim everyone else is doing,
It's to keep us
Exactly.
more polite,
Yeah.
quote unquote.
Yeah. It's like, no, you're
Oh,
just protecting yourself.
Growing up with my dad sometimes, because he's real conservative Christian.
Yeah.
And it's like knowing him and what he would do personally versus what he fucking says
Yeah.
is what breaks my heart every day
Yeah.
with that.
Yeah, it is very
Because I
yeah.
love him and I know what he
Yeah.
would do for a person on a level.
Yeah.
But then I know what the fuck he
Yeah.
says sometimes.
You see the
and you're
cognitive
just like,
dissonance
what are
in
you?
your yeah.
That is not what you do. That's
Yeah.
not who you raised me to be, actually. But you say that.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Yeah, that's like a
Go to
common
church
problem.
7 days a week.
That's a common problem with taking Christianity seriously is like you kind of almost push yourself out because they're like, "Oh, well, Jesus actually said this stuff and
I'm
I haven't
too
seen
much like Jesus.
I haven't seen much of this
Oh,
actually
no!
in the church I'm in." So, I'm very confused. Anyway, that
Socialism bad unless you're giving to the church for free.
yeah.
Time and labor. That's not bad.
But yeah, I just want to
Socialism
mention
bad.
I just want to mention before we move on, though, Ballad of Big Balls. Big Balls, if you're listening to this in the future or you're not plugged in, Big Balls was a, 20-year-old hacker guy that Elon Musk brought into the government. His name was,
he was
his
part of
internet name.
Doge, right?
His internet name was Big Balls.
Yeah.
And he got beat up by someone in Washington, D.C., allegedly. And Trump used that to increase National Guard presence in D.C. So, yeah, Big Balls did a lot of the Doge shit they were still reeling from.
He
Yeah,
got a lot of shit from
that was a
from
ballad
us, too.
to him. This
He
next track we got
hacked a lot
for
of
you.
stuff he didn't get caught for.
Oh yeah, we're going to be litigating that for a long time. This next track we got for you is called "Everything Must Die."
Everything must die.
Don't you know what they do to take a mile. Life will only last a while. Everything must die.
Fucking A, dude. That's maybe one of my favorite tracks, honestly. Just
And
outside of everything, like it's just such a nice track.
it's like it has almost like a Beatles vibe or something. Like but it's
You
like I
know,
don't know.
It's giving
Like
you a it's
sort of
giving
like
you a
live and let
weird
live. It's
message.
everything must die.
it's funny you mentioned that because I wrote down this is like an Oasis track,
Oh,
which is a
yeah,
band that's trying to
that's
sound like the Beatles.
yeah,
Nice.
So
Which
yeah,
it
That's
does
true,
sound like
Yeah.
90s Beatles,
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
which is what I was thinking.
which is what Oasis is.
Actually,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
he does even do a little bit of like the da na 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 na. That's something that's in an Oasis song.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I can't remember the song.
well, see, I was gonna say that even
Future
makes
Brad,
sense
plug that in.
because like Oasis was like grunge Beatles, right?
Right,
And
right.
that's kind of what some of these lyrics
Yeah.
are like. Everything
Yeah.
must die. But
Well, yeah,
it's
that's what I'm.
positive
That's
spin on
that's
everything
that's
must
part of it
die.
too. It's like it's a very classic like good stands on its own song. Like if you just heard
Oh,
this
yeah.
on its own, you'd be like, dude, this is a good track. You know, like I'd leave it on, turn it up on the radio. You know, it stands on its own.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which I didn't know. Like again, before I started listening to this album, I didn't know that he was an artist that could do that. You know.
Yeah, I know. Like when I pitched it to you, I was like, in my mind, I'm like, it's just listen to it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
because I didn't know how. Like, I knew you were familiar with him, but I didn't
Yeah.
know. Like, because like I said, I sat down and like watched most of the album, like the YouTube, just like live
Yeah.
performance.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy fuck. Like, there's not like I don't often get like that excited. Like, especially just doing that, the choice to do
Yeah.
that kind of live performance in that
Yes.
setting.
Very
I was like,
cool.
holy shit, like
Very
that's
cool
cool.
move. Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
a nice choice, and like just it made sense for this whole album.
Yeah.
And yeah, so anyway, but this song in particular, like it's definitely a departure, but I was like,
Yeah.
I appreciated it. I was like, this is great. Like
Yeah.
it's good to have something like a kind of different tone in the mix anyway. So
Yeah. Yeah. And one of those, classic songs where like, you can interpret it in multiple ways. You could read this as a love song. You could read this as a song about some of the other stuff he's been talking about as far as our relationship with our government. You can really take it a number of ways, which I think is a good songwriting ability to be able to have a song that's got multiple layers and
absolutely,
things.
and like leave it up for interpretation. Like a
Yeah,
lot of
yeah. Like he's really good at like being straightforward and like just telling us what's going on and stuff. But like this is also very important for a songwriter.
yeah.
Yeah. That's right. This is one. My interpretation of this is that it's about capitalism and consumerism, as far as like everything must die. Because I think that's kind of one of the things he's also kind of, getting at, not a whole lot in this album, but like part of what we're dealing with in this day and age is some stuff that we maybe take for granted that is like, makes our lives easier, quote unquote, but maybe has like devastating reasons that it makes life easier. You know what I mean?
Like data centers, for example, like
Yes.
everything around you that
Yeah.
died.
Yeah.
And how
yeah.
impactful that is on the environment. But it's like we're so moving towards automation
Yeah.
that there's the excuses, well, we have to have these things. And it's like,
Yeah.
it does suck because, obviously people have been, contending with the fact that we don't want to, invest in the environment at all.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it's like, this is just like a quick route to ruining the planet even faster.
Yeah. Let's just fast track it,
Yeah, exactly.
And I like the message is like it's a sweet, like beautiful song, but also it's the thing he's kind of trying to say is like we need to let go of some of these niceties and some of these things that make life easier. Maybe online shopping we might need to let go of.
Oh God.
There's certain
What he's
things
asking
that,
is impossible, though.
but what he's asking is necessary.
I
in some
know.
ways. Like and okay, I'm not
tough.
gonna. I don't want to get on a soapbox. All right, But like ever since when I was growing up, I saw the malls disintegrate as online shopping
my
became a
God.
thing.
That was horrible.
I decided
to
at that point when I was young, I'm not going to participate in online shopping for the most part. And mostly I have done that. And every now and again I need to get something and I'm like, hey, my friend that has Amazon, can you order me that quick? You know? But like ultimately, like I saw at least from what happened to the malls and stuff, I'm like, well, this is just ruining like the local commerce, you know, and that's not great. So even before I was like into socialism stuff, I was like, this doesn't seem like it's gonna end well, you know.
Yeah.
And I don't mean to be like, hey, I knew this shit was going south before everyone else did, but like it's just.
I mean, it's
you
hard
know.
not to see the signs now. That's
Yeah.
what's tough.
We become very comfortable though, like being like, oh, I can get this thing that I need
You know,
tomorrow.
I'll tell you right now, I've actually like kept mostly to that philosophy, but
Yeah.
I do get my Megazords online.
There's some
And
things
I
that you can
admit
only
that.
get online. So you know,
Yeah.
so like
I
that's the thing.
can't,
Like I don't want to moralize
lie, I
or
won't
whatever.
deny.
You know, it's just
Yeah.
you know,
I need to get my Megazords
try to at least
online,
limit
especially
it.
a lot of
Make
them
it
come from
you know,
Japan.
make it an
The
emergency.
Japanese ones are better though. When I
They are
find
better.
those for
They
a
are
good
better.
price.
Yeah. Oh, straight up, dude.
Always better.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
The originals. Anyways,
Originals.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, this next track we got for you is Techno Pagan. Really great. Techno Pagans with an S. Really great track title.
Revelations, raptures nigh. The benevolence of predators will always blow my mind. I don't love it, I don't hate it, I don't even know what's real. Yeah, the more I understand, the more misunderstood I feel. I don't fight now, I'm alright now. It may
Dude, this one really speaks to me.
That's tough.
Yeah.
Well, that's a tough message.
Yeah. Well, that line, that specific line, the benevolence of predators will always blow
Yeah.
my mind.
And we just
That
allow
line
them.
fucking hurts. You know what I mean? Like, it is getting really to the root of, like, the kinds of people that will, like, go to church, talk about, you know, all the good loving your neighbor stuff,
I'll
and
watch
then
them do it.
be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna call the ice on my neighbors, you know,
Yeah.
or you know, I'm
It's
gonna
about love your neighbor, but what's
Yeah,
your conditions for that?
and
That's the question.
And it's like they think of themselves as these benevolent, good people because they're going to church, and that's all that matters to them is that they're going to church
Jesus.
once a week so they
You all
can check
need
it off.
Jesus in your life.
But like, the benevolence is insane. It's like that insanity we've been talking about, where like you're punching yourself and like telling someone to stop punching you.
Well, that's what's crazy. Is when you find yourself in a position of like even me, like I grew up going to church every Sunday,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
yet I find myself believing more in Jesus now, and the especially the new
Right.
gospel message, while still trying to understand the old gospel message now
Yeah.
than I ever did when I
Yeah.
went to church every single Sunday
Yeah,
as a kid.
yeah,
And it's crazy that we're in a society where that's actually more prevalent than people that go to church every Sunday and hear the message.
yeah.
I think
know,
there's
we're-
a couple,
Sorry,
like,
go
just
ahead.
to speak to that. Like, I know, like, for myself, I started going to church. I never grew up going to church ever. But then I think you get to a point where, things are going to hell and
Yeah.
people are looking for something outside of
Yeah.
themselves.
Yeah.
They're looking,
Yeah.
they're striving for, like, what is the point of all of this? Like,
Yes.
is there, like, it becomes very daunting. And it is tough because sometimes, the benevolence of predators, a lot of ministers and priests are predators. And it sucks because
Dude,
Yeah.
we've built up, so much, like, not faith in the church, but it isn't, because there's no
Well,
faith in the
it's
church.
what
Like,
it is. If I could speak to it, is it's like I talk about this in socialist circles. It's infrastructure.
yeah,
What
absolutely.
churches have is infrastructure. They have
100%.
buildings
It's community.
that
They
are
have a physical-
subsidized.
dude, the
Like-
Roman Empire got involved in the Christian church and that started Company Christian Church,
Right.
and that's never stopped.
Well, yeah, and that's like when I talk about like why we need like social programs and stuff. It's like you see we already have these places for people on one side of the aisle to gather and to organize. You know what I mean? What we don't have in a lot of those, especially rural places, is those buildings for the other side to organize.
Nope.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, yeah.
like the leftists don't have a space besides maybe Unitarian churches, maybe.
Or
You know
just
what I
like
mean?
there's like new age groups online and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
But
we don't
online
we don't
is
have
not always the
buildings. We don't
same.
have the taxes.
I
you know?
agree. It's the physicalness of the building.
Yeah, yeah,
almost.
yeah.
It's the
Yeah.
physicalness of standing next to your fellow man.
It's that like
Exactly.
McDonald'sfication of property. You know?
and it's like if people who are lost, you can just walk and find a church within like 2 minutes. You know what I mean, like
Yeah.
in any small
Anywhere.
town, there's tons of them.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah. It's a very important part of the problem. You know?
yeah,
And then just another line I wanted to mention, though. They say you rise up from the ashes. Why'd you ever have to burn?
yeah.
You know,
Boy, that's
that
not-
kind of like
that
that
goes
kind
all the way
of.
back to the witch burnings in Europe. Let's not talk.
Well, also,
into
it's
that.
just like it's
Ah.
that kind of mentality where it's like almost fetishizing. What's the word I'm looking for? Struggle. You know,
Oh,
where it's
absolutely.
like
Well, no, honestly, like
Yeah.
like going back to the biblical stance, like the
Yeah.
church I go to is it's a United Church of Canada, so they
Yeah.
have like more of a political stance, even
Yeah.
when it comes to Jesus's like crucifixion, and
Yeah.
the way they view it is he was martyred by the Romans, so it's
Yeah.
like the idea that like to celebrate the cross, the image of the cross, is something that they do question in the church itself. Is like,
Yeah.
should we be
It's a bit
using
odd.
that symbol and glorifying it
Yeah.
when it was enacted upon him and when he was a martyr trying to speak about how people should act and how
Right,
people should
right.
treat each other. And it's
Yeah.
like this idea that going back to what you said, just kind of like,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Well, yeah, because I think even I believe, correct me if I'm wrong out there, but I think in early Christianity, it was mostly just the fish symbol that was the main, like,
Yeah, we went
symbol
through this
of the
whole, like,
movement, and then eventually, eventually the cross became the main thing. But it is one of those things where it's like, yeah, it's a strange move if you really think about it. For
Well,
a
you know,
second.
it's even crazier because like I was just reading about like Judas a little bit. And there's a
Yes.
whole movement
My
about
favorite.
Judas
Of the
that-
disciples, actually.
that like says that what he was doing, which may be believable or not, like you can draw your own conclusion from it.
Are you talking
well,
about
like-
the Apocrypha of Judas?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
Judas was like just
Where Jesus was like, "Hey, you
Jesus
got to
is
do
like,
this."
somebody's
and he's
gotta
like,
be my
"What?
traitor."
Why do I got to do this?" He's like, I don't know. You got to do this. So like, it makes Judas seem like he's actually like the most loving disciple because he like followed through on being the bad guy. Which is why that book wasn't included in the Bible because they want a clean.
That would
story.
that would
Yeah.
mess with the whole narrative.
But yeah, Judas.
I
Too,
mean, what do you think?
slept on disciple. I'm telling you, man.
Right.
Sorry, what were you saying?
Sorry.
What was the question?
No. Like I was just like, what's your opinion on that? Like, do you?
Oh, the Apocryphas. I mean, I don't. I think they're, probably just as legitimate as any other books in the Bible.
That's fair.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
They're all written by the similar groups of peoples or
But yeah,
whatever.
no,
It's
like,
just
I guess-
someone decided these ones are in the Bible and these ones are not.
I guess
Yeah.
my point of that is that like it really there's a million different
Yeah.
viewpoints for everything.
Yeah, and they're really interesting reads too.
And,
They're
yeah.
really interesting, like the Jesus teenage years and shit. Like
Yeah.
What
he has
Jesus
a
did
bit of a Smallville
before he came
phase,
back.
where he's using his powers a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
there's some
think
good
he
stuff.
hung out with some rich people, and that's why he didn't like rich people.
That's true. That's true. It doesn't take long. Where you're like, oh, you're like
Hang
kind
out with
of
some princes because they
barely
think you're
human.
really cool, and then all of a sudden you watch one of them just send a servant to
Yeah.
get beheaded because they nicked your something.
Yeah.
But
They
that's
were
like something I
doing
think
something
about
for
too
you.
is like even if that is the case, like for argument's
Yeah.
sake, that like but think about if you are that kind of being, the kind of restraint required to choose to be good perpetually.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
there's something to be said about, having the ability to not be that and choosing
And he
to,
still chose to be part of us.
yeah,
Like not.
to continue being a good person and like
Hmm.
choosing the right path rather than the wrong path.
And trying to
And like,
yeah,
teach
you know what I
us.
mean? Like,
At the end of the
yeah,
day, trying to teach us to take the right path.
yeah,
yeah.
That's insane to me.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Most of the shit he
He is
talks about, it's like
demigod.
he's
No
like a
one
hippie,
ever talks
you
about
know?
how
Yeah.
he is demigod status. He is the son of God. He is demigod status. He is just as much demigod as
Oh, you know,
Hercules
speaking of
or
demigod,
Thor. You know, like, sorry, but like that's all the things they say he did. Of course he did. He was.
well, speaking of demigod, in a couple tracks we have one called Siddhartha, which is a similar situation going on. But before we get to that, we're going to play one more track before we do a break. This is Meet the New Swamp. Here's track 5.
Oh, the new swamp.
The angel
Same
of
as the
the
old swamp.
Lord said, how dare you call this cart? Hitch your wagon to something else, you low down dirty dog. Who do you love now? Who do you love now? Now that you've seen the sun, is there any...
This track actually gets into a lot of the stuff we were just talking
I
about
know, I
with
was just thinking,
Christianity. I'm surprised we didn't play it earlier. But yeah, this track is literally going off of a lot of that kind of hypocrisy that we were just talking about for a little while there.
Oh, you know,
Yeah,
I was actually gonna say this,
yeah,
and like how it's so baked in
yeah,
to our own hypocrisy that the leaders that we follow, both politically and religiously, especially now that we know about like the Epstein stuff,
dude,
is
man,
just
Jesus fuck.
we literally follow the good Christian American agenda. Literally follows people that are doing that. The
Yeah,
Epstein shit,
yeah.
and then they're
After
the
they
priests,
spent
the Christian
years
priests
talking
who have
about
been
it.
just discovered time and time again to be
Yeah.
doing horrible stuff to children,
Yeah,
little boys
Yeah.
and little girls everywhere, all over the world.
yeah,
Terrible.
yeah,
And it's just
yep,
that's what's baked into who we should be listening to morally.
mm-hmm.
And then we wonder why we have such problems
Yeah,
morally.
yeah, yeah. It's like, well, you wonder why we
But
can't
they're doing this
really,
shit.
we can't trust you on the
Correct.
pro-life stuff
We can't
because
trust
like
you on anything.
Yeah.
you don't have any morals whatsoever. So why would
Yeah.
we even
Why are we
begin
trusting?
to?
Why are we listening to your
But
Yeah.
morals?
then it kind of comes back to, it's not necessarily about like, morality. It's about
Hmm.
control. It's
Oh
like,
my
Right? Yeah,
God.
power.
like
Yeah,
pro-life stuff. There's nothing in the Bible talking about like abortion, because
yeah,
like the
no,
reality is
Mhm.
women have been trying and like
yeah,
done things to prevent pregnancy
yeah.
and like, or like terminate pregnancy for
There's
Listen, Game
forever.
of Thrones.
there's
Game of Thrones shit. Whenever you watch somebody in power get one of those little bottles from the maesters, that's something that's been happening in society all over the world. When they
Yeah.
choose what they want, and then they choose what we're supposed to want.
yeah,
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, regardless of all of like the rationale behind it, it's just like it's control and it's
Yep.
manipulation, and it's like,
yeah,
spouting off opinions that we've been bought in or we're supposed to buy into. And it's like, I think that's just like, we, goes along all of the aspects of like the political spectrum, not just like regarding,
yeah,
women's bodies or anything. It's just like we're told
yeah,
that this is how we're supposed to think about certain things. And I feel like we're at this point where, things that I heard people saying 10, 15 years ago, and I thought, oh, they're whack jobs. Now I'm like, like maybe
yeah.
they were onto something.
We
Like,
just
No,
covered Diggable Planets last week,
Oh my
and
God.
there was a song
Super
all
relevant.
about the pro-life movement and abortion, women's rights and stuff, and it was so spot on. It was like, it
It
even
was
says like,
super
even if Roe
relevant.
v. Wade is overturned, like you're still going to have people botching surgery. They brought up that point,
yeah.
you know. It was just so like, it was
Well, it's just-
93. This came out too, so it's like,
Scary too, because
Yeah.
I feel like people think abortion is like, like I talked about this before on the
Yeah.
Annie DeFranco podcast with you guys, but
Yeah.
it's like the idea of it's a viable pregnancy that's unwanted. The reality is, in the like the legislation, women, the baby died, and they
Yeah.
can't take the fetus out until they've checked
Yeah.
so many boxes.
Yeah.
And that means several different appointments on different days, and this thing is rotting inside of them. But what it's
Yes.
saying is we care less about you than we care about the control over
Nope.
your fucking body. Because
Correct.
Yeah.
there's nothing viable there anyway. But
Yeah.
it's like you have to make the red tape so thick, you're
Yeah.
going to die.
Yeah.
For what reason other than control? And
Yeah.
a lot of it comes down to like billionaires. There's
Yeah.
like 5 people running the whole fucking show.
Well,
Yeah.
dude,
And they're
and then like,
telling us all of what we're supposed to believe
Yeah.
and think.
Meanwhile, they're getting abortions all the time.
well, like I said,
Exactly.
rich people are always going to get it.
Yeah.
They're always going to do it.
That was a point of the song.
If
Yeah.
that's what they want to do,
Yeah.
they're gonna do it.
Yeah.
But then they're gonna tell you a different thing because you're poor and you need to
Yeah.
keep having babies because we need tax money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're listening
You
right
know,
now,
like-
go back into the youtube.com/5
But,
Park
like-
about Diggable Planets. It covers this very well and succinctly, I think. They did such a good job of it. But yeah,
That's because that's all they want. That's all
yeah,
they need
They just want to control.
out of us. That's the kind of control.
Ultimately,
they want to
I'll
have
say it
over-
right here. They ultimately just want slavery back, and
course.
they're building the infrastructure to do
They're
it.
trying to do that right now.
Yeah,
like
you may
Sleep
call me
was
crazy,
ISIS, like-
but
yeah,
it's coming.
yeah. I mean, it's probably already here. We'll hear about it.
Well, yeah,
in
there's
a-
already
in a song a year
legislation
from now.
for ICE. There's already legislation being put forward to make it so ICE detainees can be used for work. So
Yeah, and that's the thing is like they were working before, but and they were contributing to society, but now we're like, you're not going to get paid for it. You're
yeah,
still going to
we
be
still want you to work. We just don't want to
Yeah.
pay you.
so terrible.
Yeah. It's like,
But
well,
you gotta have a good attitude.
yeah, you just want slavery back. So
Yeah.
fuck 'em.
Don't
Anyway,
forget that good attitude.
we're gonna take a quick break though. I need to use the restroom, and when we get back, we have a really great song called Siddhartha. All right, let's do it. Welcome back, everybody, to the Album Concept Hour. We are covering Jesse Wells' Masks Off. And this next track we got for you is Siddhartha.
I guess we're never really dead. There is a man in a yellow cloak, and there ain't nothing left to know. Do you want to know a secret? Do you want to know the truth? The river is laughing, and we're only passing through.
You know, this is a horribly ironic, like, quote that you got from the song.
Yeah.
Because the show From that I'm watching literally has a man in a yellow suit
Huh.
that we are just wondering what his damn history is because he's messing with them now and
Oh,
he's
shit.
becoming a central character, but we don't know his story yet.
Well, this is...
Who is the man in the yellow cloak?
In this case, it's Buddha. It's Siddhartha Gautama, I think is his name. Was the original like Buddha guy that it's all based on. Typically they wear yellow cloaks. Yeah. This one's a really beautiful one too.
It's a very nice song.
Yeah. I'm just trying to remember what it is kind of about. The river. This has been a theme on the podcast recently for our King Gizzard episode. Yes.
Oh yes.
Yes.
Your whole storyboard.
Yeah, I don't have a camera on it right now, but there's a storyboard.
The literal
for-
storyboard.
Yeah.
Still on the wall.
In the album Polygon Dwanaland that we covered recently, that was a word. They used the river to travel time. I think this might be a similar situation. It's either, when he's talking about the river, he's either talking about time or just like kind of just the great everything that we return to in the kind of Hindu or Buddhist sense. It's kind of a lot of ponderings on like life and death in this track, and like, your kind of insignificance or whatever in the grand scheme of things, and you know, very very Buddhist track. You know, I don't know.
Yeah, I like the what's it called? Like the contradictions of like
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know if it's I'm not well versed or like knowledgeable, but like like Taoism for example,
yeah,
I
Taoism
find
is
there's
great.
a lot of like it's like very contradict like yin yang, like a
Yeah.
very
Hmm.
contradictory almost like where you have
Hmm.
like I don't know, I'm trying to think of an example, but it's just like it feels like a lot of the proverbs or like the sentiments
Hmm.
have like a sense of like I don't know. There's an
Balance.
ebb and flow to
Well,
things. So
Yeah.
there's like what they mean sometimes, and then what they're used for,
Right.
and that
Right. Right.
almost creates its own like ebb and flow, and like as you were
Yeah.
saying,
Yeah.
call that
Yin yang.
the yin yang
Yeah. Yeah.
part. Yeah.
And then there's the idea of the uncarved block in Taoism, which is like basically all of us are, should be or whatever, this uncarved block that has limitless potential. You could be carved into anything, you know, is kind of the main thing that Taoism is trying to say is like, that's why I like Taoism is like, it doesn't like claim to know a lot, it doesn't claim a lot of finite things. It's just like, hey, life is all sorts of different things.
You
And it could
know,
be all sorts
yeah,
of different ways.
you know
yeah,
what's never really addressed, even what we were talking about, like with those angry teenage years. Sometimes of Jesus is like maybe I'm going out east and like discovering some of these things, because some of the things that Jesus really talks
Oh,
about
right, right.
are very similar
Yeah, yeah. I think that.
to those same like thoughts.
Yeah,
You
I think
know?
that if you definitely think believe in like historical Jesus, he definitely met some Buddhists before coming
yeah,
back, because like he's got a lot of Eastern
He had a lot of
things.
anger in him, and somehow some of that anger dissipated. He came
Yeah.
back and was just like, God, guys,
Can we just get along?
people just be people,
Mhm.
man.
Can we just
Yeah.
like be people and get
Why
along?
aren't we just like
Yeah.
letting people be people?
Yeah, yeah. He sat under a tree for a while, did the whole Buddha thing. But yeah, yeah. He's I think it's a really cool track that explores some cool ideas about life and death. This one like is I think doesn't like, as far as like concept stuff goes, it doesn't like necessarily connect like fully with some of the other concepts, but not that I'm saying it's a bad thing. I'm just pointing it out.
It's still like within the world, within the realm
it's funny because like I
of what
mean
he's talking
I
about.
didn't pitch this idea as like because it's a concept album. I was
Right,
like
right.
I'm just so
No,
stoked to
it's
talk
gonna.
about
It
it.
kind of worked
Yeah.
itself out like that. Don't
Yeah,
you
Yeah,
love when a
exactly.
plan
yeah.
comes together, guys?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, like that's the thing. Like he definitely has a clear like point of view
There's a
and
vision.
that ties stuff together. And this was just a great kind of musing of just life, death, and his thoughts on that. Um, I'm just reading some of the lyrics here. Yellow man, man in a yellow coat. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of there's like some cool little stories in each verse that kind of get into different things. Like the one that we played has stuff about I had a son. His mother died. She got bit by a snake and it slithered away. But I tried to raise him right. But then the boy ran off, and bitterly he wept and looked down all around the town. Can nothing be kept? And then the last verse he says, it starts with, I said, ferryman, what time is it? Or what is time? And he said there's no such thing.
Hmm.
So, yeah.
Time isn't linear like we believe it to be.
Yeah. This almost like is getting in, is a lot about some of the stuff from that Gorillaz album. The one we covered recently. The Mountain.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, the new one.
Yeah, this theme wise would fit perfectly with that album, The Mountain. You know what I mean? But yeah, I appreciate it as a song. It's really really great. And then we get to track 7. Won't you come out tonight?
the morning, but if the game gets boring, well, I guess I can stick around. Won't you come out tonight? I don't know how long I'll stay. Won't you come out tonight, babe? I'd love to see your face.
Oh, that's a riff.
Yeah.
That's a riff from something
yeah.
like 70s.
It's very the Cars, very.
I know it sounds very familiar though, like that, like the guitar and like,
down.
Damn, yeah.
Yeah, that's a
What was that?
Beatles thing, right? I think it's a Beatles song. I can't
it
remember
sounds
the
Leonard
exact.
Skinner. It feels like there's something like,
No.
It's Skinner D.
Doesn't sound right either.
It is Skinner D though.
but I know what you mean. I don't think it's Skinner, but it's something that's like, I can't think of what it is. It's gonna bug me too, because I
Well, if Future Brad can figure it out, we'll
God.
let you guys
It's gonna
know.
bug me though.
know it's gonna
But
make your
this one's like this one's real like classic. We were talking about it's like the Cars or
No, Sticks. Sticks? No.
But what's the other group that this sounds like though? The Cars, and you were mentioning something else.
Oh, it's right there.
Shit. I need you to remember something other than that though.
I know.
review.
I need your brain. Is it
not
Springsteen?
clicking.
Is it Springsteen? You were saying this is like Tom Petty. Petty?
Yes, I
Petty.
believe I was saying that.
Yeah. We were saying this is a lot of like that kind of Americana
Like
Yeah.
that 70s
like period.
American Girl
Yeah.
kind of
Like what,
yes.
2 or 3 years where that was like the big sound. I don't know how long that lasted. But yeah, it's got a very classic sound. Is all I wanted to say. And it's just a very sweet like love song about taking your girl out in a small town in a mountain village, in his Arkansas hometown. It's a really nice reprieve from some of the like negative stuff we've been dwelling on in some of the other tracks.
Yeah.
And yeah, like I said, like this in the last track, like it's not necessarily like about like the state of the union or the state of what's going on in the world, but they're great songs, that really show his songwriting abilities.
It's very like I mean, I can't speak to this because I'm not American, but it definitely feels like, I mean, it sounds stupid to say it like this, but like, obviously this is a specific point in history,
Yeah.
like, and it's like Trump administration and someone living in the midst of that, but also like, there's reference, like it just feels very like a humble, grounded, like track in the midst of all of that, and it's just like kind of like it's real. Like I think that almost brings
Yeah.
more realness to it,
Yeah.
even though it's a bit of a departure. It's like it almost like it's almost like a palate cleanse too.
Yeah. Well,
Because you kinda
it's like
need
this
it.
is what we're fighting for. This is what
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
we're,
exactly, yeah.
Bring truth to power to protect.
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
Yeah, it's being able to go downtown, hang out with some friends without worrying about the fucking SS dragging you away and asking for your papers. Yeah. So yeah, it is something. Yeah, I would say in that way it is connected because it's showing the other side of the coin.
Well, it's like we have to wake those people up because I hear so many people
Yeah.
that would never allow that to happen to them.
Yes.
Be like, no, this is okay.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
They make their bed.
Why
kind of
why
stuff.
isn't this okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of which,
I'm like, but what if they told you to do that?
speaking of which, let's get back into it. This is Domestic Error. This track.
Oh.
What do you know about Vegas? He said, what do you know about dying? He said it's gonna be a bloody 25. He said there's gonna be some loss of life. He gave me a one-time code for 10% off blue chews and collagen peptides. Hotels, casinos, and spaceships, Teslas and tunnels are fine. Folks get too close to the big White House and they lose their goddamn mind.
That's such a good line. People get
Yeah.
too close to the White House and they lose their goddamn mind.
Yeah.
It's like that is.
We ain't
that is
talking about
definitely-
proximity.
Yeah. Well, I mean, now I am with the UFC 250 or whatever thing.
It's like crazy too. Like they also demolished 1/3 of the White House, like to
Yeah,
Oh, the East Wing?
yeah, the East Wing is all tore up.
Oh, it's all boarded up now because they won't let
Yeah.
him do anything with it.
Yeah, because they didn't know what the fuck they were doing in the first place.
Yeah.
They're trying to make a bunker.
Yeah, they are
I
trying to make
swear
a
to
bunker.
God, they're just trying to make a bunker, and they were just trying to cover it up with something. They need to
Well,
put
that's
something
like
on
his
top.
daughter bought this island off the
Oh
coast,
yeah,
and that's like apparently it's just like the whole thing is bunkers
yeah.
because it's like a
That's-
former military like stronghold.
Oh,
So if like I looked into it and there's like all of these bunkers that are allegedly there in that space, and that's why it's there's a lot of development already there, but it's because there's like tunnels and stuff.
This is making a lot more sense now.
Oh, yes.
I was
Yeah.
like, why is she taking this random fucking island? What the fuck?
Yeah.
But yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
People have been saying Epstein Island 2, and that tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he did
Nah,
say
they
he
need
wanted
something
to
from when
date
we all
her
get
and have
bombed.
sex with her, so I mean it's pretty
Yeah. Yeah.
But anyway.
So I guess keeping the family business going. Great. Sorry.
No, honestly,
that sucks.
It's awful. It's sad and terrible.
But yeah,
It's-
this is a song about Trump and his cronies, though. So
Yeah.
on point with this. Let's see. It's just, this is very topical, kind of like the first track. This is what we're living in. Let's see. Let's see. Man tamed down the horse. In that he saw no error. So he did the chickens, the pigs, and the cows. And then he domesticated terror. And the snowball kept a rolling, and we can't seem to get it to stop. They're trying law and order and securing the borders, but our own fields, our own field grows the crops. If I ever want to see that flag up high, I'm gonna have to cut that pole in half, because most of the time, most of our lives, it's been flying down half-mast.
Hmm.
Yep. He's got a way with words.
He does.
Yeah.
Especially, I find like the politically driven one. There's so many layers to everything, and there's so
Yes.
much depth to just one
Yeah.
sentiment
Yeah.
that it's just like it. I do like they're like my favorite songs on the album, like these kinds of ones, because I do find
Rambling
it's
songs.
it's like
almost.
also like tongue in cheek, where it's like it's this like happy kind of melodic tune, and then when you hear the words,
Yeah,
it's like
good call.
holy shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
dude,
you're right.
We were just talking about that. It's like 60s, like uppity, like beat tune to like a real 90s emo kind of
Yeah.
grungy
Subject
song.
matter.
subject matter song.
Yeah. Yeah, that juxtaposition is really
That's very
cool and
impressive,
hard to do.
actually.
It's
Very
Absolutely.
sometimes hard to pull off.
Yeah.
Like the Joy Nice song, which we'll get to
Yeah.
in a minute. But like it like he's good at that. He's good at like that tongue in cheek stuff.
100%.
And the line that we or the clip that we chose has like some weird stuff. Oh yeah. Chewed our creatine gummies, and I wondered if he was lying. And then he's talking to a CIA guy. He says it's going to be a bloody 25, and I'm gonna just choose to believe that's a real conversation he had with some CIA guy, because that's totally the type of thing that you'd hear from him. And it was a bloody 25. This is a domestic error, sorry, I don't have much more to say about it. Sorry. What do you guys think?
No, I mean, I really enjoyed the song as a whole.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I mentioned, just the idea that there's so much to every line that it's just really hard to, to navigate it, but also be on point with it, but also have so many layers to it is really cool. So
Yeah. And I feel like he's not trying to like impress. He's just good at what he's doing and saying.
Calling out some
You know what I
shit
mean?
too, and that's
Like he is
that's
impressive, but
Yeah.
like it's like there's no air of him like like trying to appeal to you. He's speaking from the
He's
heart.
appealing to us because he's
Yeah.
not trying to appeal to us, which
Yeah,
is
yeah, yeah.
always, again,
There's
Yeah.
very hard to do
authenticity
sometimes.
Yeah,
to
it's
it.
he's authentic. He's very
Because
authentic.
it's like it's I think it's coming like almost like coming from like I see your shirt and like I can I
Oh
know
yeah,
you
I
have
definitely wore
strong
this for
feelings.
this episode for sure.
Yeah, and it's like that
Yeah.
idea that like I think there's a lot of people are struggling just
Yeah.
with the reality of what's going on, and
Yeah.
just like not just in the United States but all over the place, and like
Yes.
feeling like you know there's a lot of things. I feel like there's been realizations around like government, religion, powers that be, with like all of this stuff we've been bombarded with all of a sudden, and
Yeah.
realizing how we've been like sold so many lies. And
Yeah.
then I feel like him, it's such a reactionary response that is coming from a place of like expression,
Yeah.
but like it's not for expression's sake. It's like there's this like I have to, this is what I have to do, this is my way of serving or doing
Right.
something,
Right. There's
because it's
definitely
like
an
there's just
intentionality
something.
behind it.
Yeah,
Yeah. 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 I definitely agree. Like he is like he's got a clear like vision of, and he understands the medium and what it is there for. You
yeah,
know. And yeah, he definitely, respecting that history of protest songs and truth to power. This next track we got for you is a little track called Red, kind of continuing on this theme.
Long and it matches my red hat. I got me a red bird and a red fish, a red dog and a red cat, and I got me a red pen and I use it. I got a big red chainsaw too. My red friend likes that white powder, makes his arms do weird salutes. When the war gets here, we're all gonna hold hands.
Oh yeah, the idea behind this track is very interesting. It's the chorus. I'm just gonna read it. When the war gets here, we're all gonna hold hands. All the Baptists and the Catholics, all
Oh,
the
yeah.
Marxists and the fascists.
Cowboys and
um,
cowboys and liberals. Or
yeah.
something
When
like
we
that.
get there, when the war gets here, we're gonna get on the level. Everyone will look a little bit nicer when you finally meet the devil. So
We'll
yeah,
know the difference.
this is a
what
very
I'm
like
saying.
class conscious like song where it's just like, listen, like once we're like rounded up and put in the camps, it's not going to matter what your background is.
yeah.
You know?
You know what it reminds me of? It's like I can't remember what it's called, but it's like when they were looking for this group, I said nothing. Like this idea
Yes,
that
it
like, they
is.
go
It's a
through the
variation
list.
of
It's
that.
from
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
from World War II.
yeah, yeah,
It's,
yeah.
it's from Germany. It's
yeah,
like a German poem.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
Like they
and
didn't come for me, so I didn't speak up, and then they
Yeah.
didn't come for
Yeah.
them because I wasn't a Lutheran
Right,
or
right.
like Catholic.
Yeah.
Or,
But yeah,
you
very
know.
similar sentiment in this song.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I find this song like like just the poetry of it is so phenomenal. Like that's something that like
yeah,
the lyrics are amazing, but there's something very poetic about it
yeah,
too, and it's like referencing the red hat, and like and
yeah,
it's like very catchy, almost like not like a child song, but this like
yeah,
because it doesn't sound like a child, but it's like
yeah.
simple lyrics, but
It's digestible.
It's easily
like you can,
digestible.
yeah, like it's deep, but also like just a regular person can
Understand.
get something out of it. It's not superficial or in any way.
no, it's like it's very to the point
Yeah,
and direct and
yeah,
very simplistic language, but it's
yeah,
it's it's almost like it's also visual because you're thinking red house, red car, big red
yeah,
batteries,
yeah,
and like blue. Like there's just like there's things that you can just
yeah,
visualize immediately, and you know
hmm
which characters are who and what he's referencing, and it's very
yeah,
specific.
yeah,
So
yeah. Yeah, we are in a place where like that the lines have been drawn in the sand, and we know where
yeah,
we are.
yeah.
Um, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I love. Yeah, the songwriting is so good. Oh yeah, I was gonna ask. Were you a fan of Bright Eyes growing up?
Yeah, I definitely yeah, I can see some parallels to,
Yeah, I was
as you
thinking
say
it's
that. Yeah,
it's it's like Bright Eyes, but more, even more in the tradition
yeah,
of folk. Like Bright Eyes, like he was saying
Mm,
some of this kind of stuff too, for sure, but just not nearly as directly and as with the purpose of like truth to power, as much
yeah.
as just
well,
expressing
he
himself.
had a
You know what I
very
mean?
Because
good example to make. You know,
the reality too is like there with him, it's so punk rock though,
Yeah,
because this especially this is not a political climate where these things are advocated for. Like when Bright Eyes was like making
yeah,
albums, like that stuff, it was like kind of commonplace, or it was like accepted
yeah,
to say things like this.
to
And
talk
this, it's
about.
like,
sure,
you know what I mean? Like nowadays, it's like there has been moments where if you talk badly about the administration, you lose your job, and it's like there's
I
a
yeah,
threat
swear it's fine.
yeah,
in the air, and it's like with this, it's like he's like, I don't care. I'm gonna do what I want, and
yeah,
it's kind of in the face of what a lot of people are doing,
yeah,
and there's like risk involved in that in a
yeah,
like a real way. So
yeah, yeah. Definitely, and especially like the bigger he gets, the more risk it is for him. You
yeah,
know,
and like in terms of like I don't know where he's from, and
I
like
think it's
what
Arkansas.
and like how liberal is the Arkansas? You know what I mean? Like those kinds
Oh,
of things. Like
probably not very liberal area, if I were to
yeah,
guess.
so like it's interesting to see such a strong stance
Yeah.
coming from what you wouldn't expect. You know what I mean? And
Yes.
even just
Yes.
his tone, his delivery, the choice
Yeah.
to sing it in a double wide,
Yeah.
like it's cool. It's a very
Yeah.
interesting way to do it. So
Yeah. Yeah. Because yeah, there's plenty of country music out there, but
oh yeah,
not a lot doing it in the outlaw country and folk traditions. Where you're actually, it's like a purpose, that
yeah,
you
like a
have.
counterculture kind
Yeah.
of way of
Yeah.
doing things.
It's like they're like we play music, but also there's like a reason to what we're doing. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, this next track we got for you is one of my favorite tracks. This one's really fun. This is Join Ice.
Put some folks in detention. Just last week was kinda tough. I put a kid in cuffs. I zip tied a lady to a van. We can sneak around town, hunting working folks down. I hear they get a great benefit plan. Join ice, boy, ain't it nice? Join ice, take my advice. If you're lacking control and authority, come with me and hunt down minorities. Join ice.
Wow.
I love how well he lampoons ice in this track.
It's so good. It's like
It's so good.
like the line. See, I failed the academy. The cops weren't having me, which
Oh wait,
is
hold on. I think I might have that. One second.
See, I failed the academy, the cops weren't having me, the army didn't sound that fun, so I found me a paramilitary operation that was keen to hand me a gun. I got picked on in school, I never felt that cool, there's a hole in my soul that just rages.
Sorry, I picked multiple clips for this one because I just couldn't get
it's
enough
so
of it.
good.
But what were you saying?
No, sorry. It's just, but it's like, but that's like the connotation. Like, I mean, I've seen
Yeah,
so many videos of these like over like people who aren't physically fit rolling around the street, grabbing for their gun and just shooting. And
dude,
it's
right? It doesn't even like look elite in any way. You know what I
no,
mean?
exactly. It's
Yeah,
just like,
like
and that's the image that like globally ICE has. So it's
yes,
just like in him making fun of them in such a direct way of like, oh yeah, you were a loser in school and now you couldn't get into all these other things and now you're
yeah,
just like showing off like you
yeah,
think you
They'll
are
give you a
someone.
gun and authority, so go ahead, have some
yeah.
fun.
You're a fucking incel. Like you can't
Yeah.
resolve your issues with women because you're just you know not willing to do that. Uh,
Dude, I,
he's
s-
just
I
it's
saw
just
a great
really
video of a nice
yeah.
guy getting arrested with his two kids in the back because he was like drunk driving with his kids in the back of the car.
Oh no.
And they
I
caught
saw
him
that. Yeah.
and they like made him do like a breathalyzer and he was just like, you know who I am? What are you? Are you part of them that problem in Minnesota?
Oh, was it an ICE agent?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
It was an ICE agent getting pulled over by like a regular cop.
Yeah,
regular
and that's the
cop.
thing. Whenever they're
And
caught
he
for
was-
doing normal shit, they pull that immediately.
God.
Oh yeah,
There's
yeah.
a lot of videos of that
He was
type of
just
shit.
like
Yeah.
They're just drunk with power.
Yup. And he
Yeah.
was drunk.
And he was actually drunk.
And he was
Yes.
literally drunk
He
too.
was literally drunk. Yeah. It's a pathetic organization to join, and you're pathetic if you join it.
Yeah.
Sorry, any
Yeah.
listeners that are thinking about joining up, but I do not and will not respect you ever.
Yeah.
If that happens, please stop listening to this podcast. But yeah, I couldn't get enough of this song though. I got one more clip for you guys. This is I couldn't get enough of what he was saying. Here's the third clip.
Well, if you're looking for thrills and you're wanting to kill, but you don't want to travel far, they'll give you some chemical spray, and in a couple of days you'll be shooting women in their cars. If you've been prone to failure and your life's been hell, you're entitled to some compensation. They'll give you some federal immunity to kill with impunity. Give a salute, they'll put you on location. Join us.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Fucked.
No, don't say
This
that.
is all, yeah. It's like I'm like enjoying it, but I'm enjoying because it's awful, and he's nailing it on the head.
Yeah,
He's doing it
like,
so-
like that's specific like images being conjured of like
Yeah.
things that have happened, and
Yes.
you know, obviously, and it's just like it is like it's so sad and scary, but he's saying it like in a very like obviously he's not celebrating.
It is
Right,
It is a
right.
banjo rednecky.
And-
Hey.
And we were talking about it a little bit, I think, during the
Oh.
listen through, but like this is the kind of thing too that there is going to be some conservative out there that listens to this and is like, "Oh yeah, I love this.
It
I
is
love Ice."
redneck. It is redneck.
You know,
as
completely
fuck.
missing entirely the fucking point. Like I was joking that Trump would like retweet this, thinking like it was
Yeah.
it was a positive. You know,
Exactly. Yeah.
yeah. But yeah,
Being a
it-
real patriot talking about them like this.
yeah, right. Yeah, we just put this on the website. You know. But yeah, it is especially like this. You know, feeds into the title of the album, "Masks Off." You know, because like it's kind of a double entendre, the "Masks Off" thing, because it's like on one hand their masks are off, as in they're not, you know, hiding the horrible thing they're doing anymore.
Masks off.
But on the other hand, masks are totally on because they don't want to deal with the
No one,
consequences.
they don't need people knowing
Of
who
their
they
masks
are when
going
they're
off.
at home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not getting in trouble. I'm not getting a rock thrown through my window
Yeah.
just
Like,
because
like,
I beat somebody in an alleyway for no reason.
Yeah.
God.
yeah, not even, and that's not even getting into the stuff going on in the detention centers,
Oh,
which
absolutely.
you can read about. But yeah,
Oh, I was going for
sexual
one of the
assaults,
offenses.
you know,
But they're still
horrible
complaining
conditions.
Children in those spaces. It's just like it's very. I mean, the reality is it comes across as like concentration camp esque.
Oh yeah, yeah,
And it's like you're taking people who were working, contributing to society.
yeah,
And it's like it's questionable how many of these people were actually illegal.
yeah.
I know a lot of them have been detained.
They've
and
been
they weren't.
profiling like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
All
it's
over.
not about their illegality, frankly. 'cause-
It's about
it's very
profiling.
inherently
It's
racist.
take
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
ask questions later.
yeah.
That's what it is.
That's the thing. No matter how they like market it, it's like never been legal. You know, like just straight up, it's never been a legal practice that
They're like,
engaging in.
oh, we took in 100
And it's
people.
important to remember that.
30 of those were good arrests.
yeah,
it's
right,
like,
yeah,
oh,
30 out of
That's great.
yeah, we
guys.
killed about 30 to get those 30 arrests, but
So like we released like 30, 40
yeah.
people.
Yeah.
We killed 30.
Guess that's a
and
wash.
30 of those were legit. And out of those, 10 of those were rapists.
yeah.
You know, like that's
Yeah.
what like we're keeping
Like,
them
we have-
out of the country.
We have more rapists in the White House than all of the concentration camps that are open in the United States,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
and I don't think that's an exaggeration.
I don't think so.
But yeah, so that's Joy and Ice though. It's really like that one he had, you know, prior to this album coming out, and has been one of his popular ones. He performed it on Colbert, so it is getting some rounds, which is good. Because it is like one of those songs getting back to the kind of that history of like Neil Young and you know, Bob Dylan. Like it is one of those songs that like can and should be one of the anthems that rises out of this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Just like it's just
this
a very
album should rise out of this.
definitely
There's a lot of relevant shit.
Like
all
people
across
should
the board.
people should even, you know, cover some of his songs at rallies. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
people used to do with different protest songs.
Absolutely.
You know,
Get that
it should
folk
be
movement
entered
going.
into the canon of protest songs. You know?
I agree. Yeah.
But yeah, this last track is a really beautiful track to end the album. It's called "This and Not Some Other Way."
In the mornings when I wake up, I'm afraid that I might die, so I try and stay awake, and I keep a watchful eye. In the fog of war we burned alive, the saints along with sinners. I will be with you today in paradise if I don't come in for dinner. Stay with me.
You know what I like about the clip that you got is that it's a very modern take on what is a very old sentiment, especially the farther back you go in human history, like dealing with war
Yeah,
consistently.
yeah,
You know, like if I'm gonna wake up positive today, and when I leave, if I don't come back for dinner, you know, like you know why
yeah,
I didn't. You know,
Yeah.
I went out. I
Yeah.
went out and tried to live the day to the fullest, no matter what.
yeah,
You know?
yeah. I guess it can be read
Whatever
as
I had
like
to
kind of a you know, should I be struck down for some of the stuff I'm saying?
That's
you
what I
know?
feel too. Yeah.
You know,
Correct.
just remember that it was worth it, kind of thing. You
Yeah.
know. And I guess this one is supposedly one of his more personal ones, just about him and his kind of just experience in life. Let me see if I can find the quote from him on the page here. He says, "When I was ready to record, I pulled my van over to the side of the dirt road in Siloam Springs between two
Shalom.
cow pastures, took my tripod out and played it on the bumper of my van. Lyrically, it covers a lot of grounds. I guess it's a song about being me." So,
That's cool.
yeah, because I think that he's, you know, maybe just kind of in a sense, just kind of get into his personal life. Like, you know, he also, despite all that's going on, he wants love and he wants, you know, acceptance in that way as well. You know, even if that's not what he's singing about most of the time.
I think that's like, like listening to it, it's definitely like I don't know, like thinking of an artist and like what they're wanting to convey,
Mm-hmm.
and but also like with regard to his specific kind of art and how politically motivated it is,
Charged.
like
Yeah.
charged. Exactly. It
Yeah.
feels very like it is, like I said earlier, it was like there is a threat involved in him doing that, but I think there's a part of me that
Yeah.
like the way it comes, how I interpret it, maybe because I feel it, is like I think that on some level sometimes people, it's like my soul is more important, or my art is more important than my life, in the sense
Yeah.
that I'm not, there's a lot of things going on in the world that I don't agree with,
Yeah.
and I can't just pretend it's not happening. But I
Yeah.
have to be able to like expose my soul and be there, hopefully to be accepted by some, not
Yeah.
necessarily all, obviously,
Yeah.
but then like being okay with that because of the importance behind it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, he's speaking a truth too, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
and he's speaking a truth that a lot of us, especially a lot of us that already knew, and even more of us are finally coming to understand.
Yeah.
Just about what's
Yeah.
going on.
Yeah.
Even with both parties, you know, it's like
Well, yeah, it's becoming.
We need to
it's-
reorganize
It's becoming more of a
ourselves.
class solidarity.
like this
thing,
is getting
you know?
ridiculous.
Yeah, because I think that there
They're
are.
just getting away with it. and he's making
Yeah,
songs about it
yeah.
now.
Because I mean, like,
Because
yeah,
that's what has to
there
happen.
are the like sycophants of Trump that are like, are ignoring the Epstein stuff, but I think there's a hell of a lot more that were burned by that and that are
Oh, yeah.
really like, feel betrayed, and finally
A
starting to
lot of
understand.
people that don't understand what
Yeah.
happened to them.
Yeah, and there is class solidarity is growing, despite what everyone's trying to fight it and nip it in the bud.
My
But
favorite
class solidarity is coming.
My favorite moment was literally when like all these white women in particular supported Trump in his last election.
Yeah,
And then a lot of them lost their government jobs because
Right.
of those Doge wipeouts.
right. I remember
And
that
they were
early
like,
on. Yeah,
What?
like wait a
You
minute,
did that to me?
Hold up, I'm
Yeah.
part of affirmative action in DEI.
No!
How
How could that?
I
what?
didn't? Uh-oh.
You know,
Like,
you
that's
just,
what I find so confusing. I'm like, when you go into the voting booth, you don't have to disclose who you voted for. Like, you can say you voted for Trump, but you actually didn't. And
Yeah.
that's what I found so confusing because I'm like,
Yeah.
no woman benefits from him being in power, regardless if
Yeah.
you're white or not. Maybe if you're a
No.
billionaire or a millionaire, maybe.
Yeah.
But
Right.
whatever.
white
You don't
rich
have to,
men,
Yeah.
especially white rich men, but even just rich men benefit from Trump being in power. Nobody else does.
Yep. Yeah. It's
He wants
definitely
to fuck everybody else.
definitely a white supremacist movement, and that only benefits. I mean, maybe temporarily or in a little bit of a way, white women, but they're still subject to the white men, ultimately in that system.
Yeah.
They cannot
So,
give up their right to vote. And I
Yeah,
keep seeing more and more, and I just find it insane.
it is pretty wild. But we got one more thing we got to do at the end of this podcast, and it's this. But we got to rank this. Tear it up. Tear it up. Tear it up. Tear it up. Yep, we got to rank this thing. I haven't fully remembered how to share screen or whatever, so we're just gonna do this verbally here. We got the list to look at here, though. I will just say I think that it does deserve pretty high marks.
I personally
I'm
was going to give it
thinking-
like a 4.
I was gonna say I
Something in
feel like
4,
I
maybe
feel like
5,
it's
low
definitely
5.
I think it's definitely a pretty solid 4, almost like the definition of a
I
4.
almost think we should put it on top 4.
Yeah.
Like the top level of.
And what I mean by that is like it is a cohesive album with
Yes.
a lot of connective tissue.
It's
And he's
very
got like a
relevant.
mission statement at the beginning. He's got an end that's also kind of a bit of connecting to that. Yeah, I mean, but it's not like a story album. It's not
No,
like an album with a main
it's not
character.
quite
it's not
there.
like it's not
It's
that
not
kind of
top
concept
tier.
album. So
But it's damn good.
yeah, I'm definitely feeling the 4. Danielle, do you know about our rankings and stuff? You've been on a few of the ones.
Yeah,
rankings,
I
right?
mean, like,
Okay.
I, in terms of what a 5 would be, I'm not familiar.
Oh,
But I
a
would say,
5
like,
is like your Dark Side of the Moon, The Wall,
What did we put there?
the
in top tier,
Miseducation of
S
Lauryn
tier?
Hill. What's above
Okay.
What's
S
that?
tier?
What's in S tier there?
Oh, above S tier.
What are those? Yeah.
Oh, this is Francis the Mute by Mars Volta, and the second Inspector 34 album.
How did those get above?
That's just how the votes went. So I think that in
okay.
Francis the Mute, one person said that they wanted it ranked at 4.20, and then the other person said they wanted it as a 6.9. They ranked it as so. The average ended up being above a 5, and I couldn't do anything about that.
What's our top one then? No,
Operation
one more
Mindcrime.
time. I'm sorry, Operation.
I
Mindcrime.
think Operation Mindcrime is our quintessential
Okay.
S tier 5.
who
Yeah.
sings that?
That's Queensryche from it's an
Okay.
80s hair metal band, but
Okay.
they're kind of the mold, I think, for
Okay, they set
for
the standard.
5. Yes.
I always talk about
Um,
Pink Floyd myself.
Yeah.
The Wall.
Yeah, there's a couple Pink Floyds. Yeah, we got The Wall and Dark Side. We have Damn from Kendrick. Plastic Beach. Yeah, I'd say yeah, The Mountain recently was a 5. From the Gorillas.
Oh yeah, and of course we
Tommy,
put Garth Brooks
Tommy's
in
also
there.
a 5.
And
Garth Brooks, the Chris Gaines album is of course a 5. So that one, there are certain exceptions where it's
you got to be there sometimes.
yeah, you had to be there.
you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Very
But
specific, but
what are you thinking though? 1 to
I would-
5 as far as the
I mean,
concept album.
I mean, I
stuff.
would definitely say minimum 4, but like I would lean towards like 4. I would lean towards more 4.5 ish.
Okay.
Because I do feel like
Yeah.
this. I mean, it just came out, but I feel like even like because it's so fresh and we're in the moment.
Right.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
I think if you listen to this 20 years from now,
Yeah. It
or
might
20,
be.
you
Yeah,
know
it
what I
might
mean?
become a 5. It might become a 5.
That's what I'm saying. Is like
Yeah.
like you might look at it with a little bit of a different lens if we weren't in
Yeah.
this current climate and it
Sure
wasn't
thing.
this real moment. So
Yeah. I think a high 4 is a good place for it. Yeah. Because
I
like
think-
I was thinking the same thing. It's like because we might be seeing the beginning of a big career or whatever, and everything
Yeah.
will be recontextualized if that's the case.
And even just like I'm thinking about like I want to read reviews on this too because it's I
Yeah.
feel like there's probably like it's like I said it just came out on the 12th of June,
Yeah,
which isn't
just
that long
came
ago.
out.
Yeah.
And then just like seeing people like I don't know like talking about the album, I feel like
Yeah.
that sentiment might be like kind of also indicated that it is like a very concept focused album. So
Yeah, I'd be curious to see what like the next couple of months are going to be because like I think it is getting great word of mouth.
yeah, absolutely.
I just don't know if like the top 40 or media system is going to
I mean, I don't
push
think
it
that really
at all.
matters that too much.
But
I mean, like
I don't think it
like,
matters, but I would be I'm excited to see if the word of mouth can become as impactful as it should
be.
Like,
be.
I feel like you even making a video on this, so you're probably going to get more hits because there's going to be people who are like listening to
Yeah.
people covering the album. Not to do with that as it's not a focus. It's just I was really
Right,
excited.
right.
About it. But the
Yeah.
reality is like I'm just trying to see how many views he got for the like the one I sent you. The
the
40 some minute
live
one.
album. Yeah.
Yeah, that has like well, it's 133,000 views,
So,
which
yeah, I
I thought
think-
it'd be higher than that.
I was gonna say I think that I think though it is word of mouth though. I think that the word of mouth is how this album is getting out right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Because like I've been telling
That's
people
actually I feel
about
like
it.
that's important for its characters.
Yeah, because it being such a folky, album, like that's really cool. Oh shit! Hold on.
There is a man in a yellow cloak. There ain't no
Show's never
sense.
really dead.
Okay, there we go. Sorry, guys. I just wanted to listen to more Jesse Wells,
yeah.
But
So what are we thinking here?
I think we're thinking.
4.8?
I think high 4 is what we landed on.
I think
yeah,
for
like
yeah.
4
4.8.
between
Yeah.
4 and mid 4 somewhere in there average
Yeah,
wise.
yeah. Yeah.
I'm thinking between 4 and 4.5.
Maybe throw it on this one here somewhere. In the middle there's a small category in between 4 and 5, which is 4.85 ULA and 4.9 spelled NEIN like the German.
Oh.
Yeah, let's make
Like
it.
the-
Actually,
one there.
that fits.
That fits.
We do have another album that touches on like fascist themes. So I think that this is kind of going to become that category.
point.
Yeah. It's going to become the category for loosely discussing fascist problems in a really important way.
Yeah.
Category. So yeah, 4.9. We have another one.
4.9.
Yeah. But thank you for coming on the podcast. We really appreciate you coming back again. It's always great having
great
you
show.
on. And
Yeah.
we'll definitely have you on again, of course.
Sweet.
Do you have anything going on? Anything to plug?
Yeah, I mean I can I did like I mentioned
You're not
to you
on
before.
From yet, but
Not on yet. I'm
we'll
hoping.
get there.
Fingers
Listeners,
crossed.
this is up to us.
You got some strings to pull. If you can pull them,
Yeah.
then I'll,
Yeah.
But I've been hitting up the like background work a little bit. But
Yeah.
I just like I'm filming sketches like right now. So I can
Yeah.
send you one I've like been in, and then I like I said, I'm plugging a book that I just edited, it's in the process of being published right
Yeah.
now. I was like
Yeah.
kind of, and so the name of that book is "Don't Forget Me When I'm Gone," which is based on a Glass
Mm.
Tiger song from the '80s. But it's
Yeah.
Right.
basically a book about it's very a deep subject about child loss, a parent's journey through
Oh
the loss of
shit.
their child. So
Damn.
and
Yeah.
just like from a spiritual point of view, kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
But don't forget me when I'm gone. But I will also send you sketches that I'm in where I'm talking about really silly things. Yeah,
Nice.
not even PC sometimes. So like anyway,
Yeah.
so
Yeah. Yeah.
that's kind of like
Sketches go where they need to go. You
yeah, exactly.
know.
It's needed, it's
Yeah.
necessary.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I can like send you that
Yeah.
information. But yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Hey,
Well.
I'd also like to recommend my buddy Chris's
Oh yeah.
Easily Offensive podcast.
Yes.
Nice.
Local podcasts.
Local
Cool.
podcaster. They
Yeah.
actually just did one about like late '80s, early '90s, like sitcom dads.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah. They
actually
were
some
kind of
really
going over
funny
their favorite
content.
sitcom dads. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, got some fresh opinions about Bill Cosby as a dad. You know,
Yes. Of
so
course. Of
Some fresh
course.
takes on that.
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
But yeah, we'll hopefully have some of them on sometime.
yeah.
But yeah, local podcasts. We'll make sure to.
Nice.
I'll put a link in the description for those guys. But yeah, yeah. Thanks all everyone for listening to the podcast as always. And if you want to go over to youtube.com/FlowersStatePark and like and subscribe, and go to patreon.com/FlowersStatePark, and it is free to join that. And
Sweet.
that's the only place that for sure you'll get all of the episodes, because in any other place the copyright police are taking down little pieces of different
That
things.
sucks.
So Patreon's the only place where you can get all of what we have in our entire backlog. So yeah, thanks again, Danielle, and
Thanks.
thanks everyone for listening. We'll catch you on the next album concept
Hell
hour.
yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.